What's good, everyone? This is DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Represent that new media, Nation United, represent the fam. I got Coach Joe on the line. We're going to talk about this live game, Celtics versus Pelicans. Coach, what do you expect from the Pelicans if they want to win this game? Coach Joe?
I'm here. What's happening there, fam? I'm sorry. I keep forgetting sometimes I mute myself out, family. Well, hello. Good afternoon, everybody in the room. Hello. What's happening, DJ? How you doing there, my brother from DJ's Raw Uncut Truth New Media, my brother Nation United? How you feeling this afternoon?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. It's good to watch basketball, to break the game down, and hopefully Lonzo has another consistent game.
Well, hey, you know what? I'm gonna tell you what I'm looking for Lonzo to do here. I'm very gonna be watching him very closely, family. I'm gonna be watching his body language. I'm gonna be watching his head, his shoulders, his hands, everything. As he goes through this ebb and flow of this particular performance, listen, this is a concert. This is on the level of a concert tonight, family. This is on the level of a play tonight, family. This is the NBA, okay, Entertainment National Basketball Association, and we about to be entertained. So we're gonna see who came to show up tonight on tonight's stage, world stage, because we know League Pass goes all over the world. People are watching this, so we come to see who came to show up and show out and perform tonight. DJ?
Right. This is a man's game, man. No time for softies. Everybody on the Pelicans, if they want to win that game, they got to play with grit. They got to play defense. Zion, he's got to play defense. Not having Zoe doing it all the time. And you're right, Coach. What I want to see from Lonzo is I want to see assertiveness, leadership, and just full out playmaking opportunities. And also Brandon Ingram. Hopefully he could play a little unselfish in this game. Stop doing that 20-second BI crap. If they do that against the Celtics, they will not win. Shout out to 704 Bound Charlotte. Shout out to Alex Senko. He said, let's go Lonzo, ZO2. Shout out to Big Body Gaming. Shout out to Marciana Danielle. And Coach, am I echoing?
I don't hear you echoing. No, listen on mine. Okay. Well, you know what? There's a little bit. You know what? A little feedback. I can't hear. I just heard it. A little bit, but not anything to me significant that's going to affect anything.
Ready for this game to start.
Good afternoon, family. Again, welcome to DJ's Raw Uncut Truth. We're doing another stream, another one tonight, bringing you another awesome presentation by the NBA, the Boston Celtics against the New Orleans Pelicans. A beautiful, beautiful thing tonight, a good matchup. And I'm going to tell you what I'm looking for here, DJ. I see that both of these teams are still, their core is new, is young still. I see the major, the young soloist Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. These young soloists. All them guys are about on the same level in terms of their maturity, in terms of their their experience in the NBA to sort of where they are and where they're trying to take the next step to. So this will be one of those games where I think it'll be very exciting because we don't have any. How do I say? We don't have any seasoned actors. We don't have any seasoned performers and champions really performers tonight. We don't have no LeBron James. We ain't got no Kevin Durant's. Right now. We don't have none of those dudes that we can set our clock to, knowing they're gonna perform. So tonight we don't know what we're gonna get, but I predict that we're gonna get a lot of action. I believe we're gonna get a lot of good matchups in here, and I think Kemba Walker is going to be the difference on the Boston side, and I think that Lonzo Ball is going to be the difference on the other side, because I think that the two young guys, Brandon and two soloists on their team, Zion, along with the two Jasons and Jalen and Jason, those guys, I think they're gonna play well. They're gonna be comfortable. I think it's the difference is gonna be the 2 point guards.
Yeah, coach, they may I would not be surprised if this game goes to the 120s. Could be 130s.
Yeah, absolutely. I can see that. I can
Depending
see
on the
that.
pace. Shout out to Jonathan. Good afternoon, brothers. Thank you for that, my brother. Dante Lee says, "What's up, DJ and Coach? New media."
What's
Exactly.
happening, Dante? How you doing there, brother? Welcome to the fam. How you doing? Welcome to the room to join us on another beautiful day and another beautiful stream.
XOX Wavy said, "What's up, new media? I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. It's always a good day to do live streams. Remember that. This is so fun and so joyous. I feel the positive energy already. And to be joined with Coach, this is going to be a show within a show."
Yes, indeedy, DJ. Again, we here at New Media. We want to just reset the narrative. You know what I mean? We don't want
Right
to go
on.
along with the same old, same old. So, and I'm just thinking about LeVar, and talking about his boys, and saying that, look, my boys ain't no role players. My boys ain't come here to be no side fiddles. It's okay. We ain't against the side fiddles, but my boys didn't come here to be that. My boys are entertainers. You don't understand what it is. So my boys are entertainers, and they here to come to put in the work. And so we in agreement with Big Baller. We in agreement with your Big Baller. We know it as well. And so we looking forward to another night and to be entertained by the theater and the drama and all of the beautiful players, the beautiful bodies, the beautiful what do we see? The hood. We see our communities. That's what we see when we see these young boys. We see the community, man. Right now, I'm watching this Channel 7. They showing Satchmo back in the day, and they showing Dizzy, and they showing some of the greats of New Orleans. Absolutely, the entertainers, family. So here we go. Yes.
Coach turned up today, man. The best live stream in YouTube. Yeah, I said it. The best. You're not going to get anything better than this. And shout out to everyone repping new media, man. It means a lot. This is a movement. This is power. And just imagine if we get new media to the place where I think it could go, it will show everyone in the community that we together can create our own, whether it's media, whether it's products, whether it's businesses, we could do it on our own.
Hey, DJ, I like to just add on to that just a little bit, my brother. I'm with you
Right on, bro.
1,000%. Because it's an affirmative. When we get there, when we get to that vision, when that vision, when we see it finally manifest from out of what we're thinking about and the work we're putting in, and we know it's gonna happen. But when it manifests, oh, what a glorious and beautiful day we gonna all celebrate. So that's what we going right now. That's what it's about. So
true, man. We're preaching up a storm. It's Sunday, man. We already preaching, man.
Absolutely. We at the church of the NBA today, baby. That's what we at. Yes, indeed. Hallelujah. Amen.
Let the church say amen.
Amen. Yes, indeed.
Hey, Coach Joey, you ever been to a church and usher brings a collection plate twice?
I've been in a church where they didn't brought it 4 times, my brother.
Oh Lord.
Okay. So 2 times would be a beautiful thing. It's in 3 and 4 times, because that means you in there for 4 or 5.
I'm like, all right, brother, man. I just put $5 in there, man. I don't know why you put the collection plate 6 times.
What we always like to say, in the game within the game, we don't hate the players, we hate the game. And ZO2 knocking it down to start these New Orleans off with a smooth looking bottom draws 3. There we go, Lonzo. That's what I'm talking about, ZO2.
Good start.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Here we are in the first quarter at 3-2, and that other young lion, JT, excuse me, that other lion, Tatum, tried to come right back at him, and no go.
That's what I
What
want
I'm
to
gonna be.
see.
Oh, go ahead, DJ.
Oh, sorry about that. I want to see constant competition, man, on both sides.
I'm gonna be watching Van Gundy's substitutions. As we remember last time, fam, when we watched the Pelicans play, he again when they were playing Phoenix, he left ZO2 in the game quite for the pretty much the whole first quarter, and he substituted him like he was an important cog in the game. So an important player in that particular in that particular game. So we're looking to see what the Van Gundy gonna do today too as well. As BI hits another one.
This has been, I know ESPN has not brought this up, but Lonzo in this month has really been into form. His skill is improving. He's taking control. I wish Van Gundy can use him more. He's definitely comfortable, especially after that minor knee injury. Alex says, how many points do you think Zoe will have today? I don't like really guessing points. I'll go with this, 16.
Well, since I'll say this, DJ, I'm gonna do a cheat sheet. Since he hit a 3 and he just hit a 2, I'm gonna say he's gonna go for 50 tonight.
Oh man, 50. You know it's drastic when you say not 50, 50.
Because he coming out cooking today. His body language today, he looked like to me, he's saying to his teammates and his body language today, listen, y'all, I feel it today. And don't nobody get in my mother jumping way.
Man, Coach Zoe covers so much on defense. Can you imagine if Zoe played on a team full of like active defenders?
Well, it would be unreal, but I can't get away from just thinking if just him and Melo was in the backcourt together. God dog. Did y'all see that defense Melo was putting on yesterday? Ooh. See, that's what I would love to see. But you're right. If he could get on a Clipper team, okay, where they have multiple defenders, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Serge Ibaka, the big Zoo in the middle, Patrick Beverly. You know, they ain't got but a few Marcus Morris. They only got a few links over. I mean, a few players over there that don't guard too much, and that's Lou Williams. You know, he's a little challenge in that area. But yeah, if we could see ZO2 on the Clippers, I'm gonna tell you, it would be scary. Woo! Can you imagine fourth quarters? Oh my God! And them clamping him, Paul George and Zoe in the backcourt. Or look at this: Beverly, Zoe, George, Kawhi, and Serge. Man,
Wow.
That's a heck of a defensive team right there, baby.
Coach, man, we sound like some Notre Dame so far. Now the game is still playing, but didn't we say Lonzo will be aggressive in this game? Aggressive Zoe.
Oh yes.
Something else.
That's right. Remember what we said. We've been watching Zoe, and we've been watching Zoe's body language. Because again, remember, family, we are reaffirming the truth that this is a mental game. This is about how you process mentally and emotionally. How you process in real time and speed. So we know ZO2 grew up playing in that environment. So we know that that's not new to him. That wouldn't be upsetting in any way to him, and he prefers to play that way. So we have been also saying that we've been watching him come a little bit more back to that. He's starting to look a little bit in his body language like that. Because remember, when Zoe was cooking, he looked like he out there by himself sometimes.
Right. And shout out to Trent Tompkins. He said LaMelo's defense is underrated sometimes. Yeah, especially in the fourth quarter. He made key stops, steals, and deflections. Now, I know LaMelo's shot was off, but if we're being objective, LaMelo is one of the most youngest underrated defenders in the league. He gets a rep of being a bad defender, but he's actually pretty good. And this is him playing in a raggedy zone defense that his coach JB has him in.
They're showing Z02 on the screen right now. 2017 when he came in to 20, how his 3-point percentage is going up 31, 33. Now he's at 38. Okay, family, 40 is elite, just so you know.
Right.
If you shooting 40% from the 3-point line as an NBA player, that's elite company. Just know that, fam.
Boy, we are preaching today, and this ain't even church.
And that's right, DJ. And see, DJ, you said something earlier about Melo, us being objective. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't gonna be objective with Melo. All objectivity can kiss my ass. Okay, I don't care about that. I'm riding Melo, ride or die, and I don't care what nobody say. He don't never make no mistakes. He do everything perfect to me, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, I will say this, Coach. People, they got to realize he's 19 years old. And for him to do this, what he's doing at 19 years old is remarkable. He's a young 19. He turned 19 a couple months ago.
DJ, it's extraordinary. It is beyond what we have ever witnessed. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm holding that vibration. I ain't listening to none of these shines and none of this this old media on this.
Right. Old media. They thought LaMelo was going. Old media thought LaMelo was going to be mad because he didn't score that many points, but he's built different. He's a winner.
Well, let me say this. I have yet to hear one former NBA player, a current coach, and former NBA players who are coaches now who used to be players. I have yet to hear one of them after playing Melo Ball, playing against him, come away with anything other than glowing observations and affirmations. See, so I'm taking their cue because as Terry Rozier reminded us in his press conference after the game, when the reporter asked him about Melo and when was when did he first realize that Melo was special? He said the first day of practice. He said we already knew what he pretty much who he was and what he could bring, but when we saw it the first day in practice, we were like looking around saying, "Oh my God, that's what we're talking about here." That's what and if you notice, that's what the players have always said about Z02 as well. Players want to play with him. NBA players want to play with him. I looked at Bleacher Report's got a right now a free agency thing out right now on the top free agents. They got Zoe at number 8 out of 60 or 70 free agents, I think, or 20, top 25. I'm sorry, top 25 free agents. Zoe's number 8. Look at him D'ing up Jason Tatum right now.
Boy. Looks like Lonzo wants that matchup.
Oh no! Z02 came to play. He realizes that that I can, and his body language telling me that he's becoming more resolute, and giving his finger to the Hornets. I mean to the Pelicans for what they did to him.
Let me answer this. Isaiah Burr says, "Why is Zoe still passing up layups?" That's one thing he needs to work on his game. He's got to think the score, even though he wants to pass. It's all mental, like Coach Joe said. Just like him barely attacking the basket. Well, in his mind, he's thinking about his low free throw percentage. And he also feels that he's not getting any calls. That's right in his mind. Ant Lawrence says, "Yeah, I wish he would have shot a floater." Yeah, he needs more tools in his bag, meaning Lonzo. A floater would do Lonzo really good because he's 6'6", he's tall, he's stronger than LaMelo. What is he, Coach Lonzo? He looks like he's 215 on the court, muscle wise.
Yeah, I would say he's probably around that. Absolutely.
And when I was watching Lamelo play last night, I'm like, man, this dude's a $180, 180.
And remember, fam, he's got a high metabolism, so he may not even be that unless he's eating and putting on the proper weight, having the proper calorie intake every day. Because playing every other day and all this activity, he's got a high metabolism, so he burns, a lot quickly. So he got to consume a lot.
Yeah, that's why he got that personal chef, Coach.
Yes, but the chef can't make him eat though. That's my concern is Melo not eating proper. I mean, eating enough.
Yeah,
but he clearly is, because ZO2 just hit another 3 kneesy. Get off of me, Room. Get off
let's
of
go,
me.
Zoe.
Let's go, Zoe.
Yeah.
8 points, 3 for 3, 2 for 2 from 3-point land. Don't talk crazy to me. I told y'all ZO2 is on the way back.
XOX says Lonzo is 190. No, Lonzo is not 190. They need to update that weight. He does not look 190. He looks about 215 to me. Elijah Shaw, shout out to new media member Elijah Shaw. He says Melo has a no quit attitude when it comes to trying to get a win. Remember when he stole the ball from Embiid and shot the 3, they called it stat padding. That's killer instinct. Right. That was never stat padding. That was all sheer. See, LaMelo doesn't quit. He plays until the game is over. Something that all young players should adopt as that type of attitude.
Okay, we going to got a timeout here, and what did I tell you guys? I said at the beginning of the game, Room. What did we say? We said that Kemba Walker and ZO2 gonna be the difference, and that's what's right now the difference.
Right.
Kemba and Zoe. Right now they the difference. What we saw, family, looks like it might be moving in that direction. It's trending in that way.
This looks like it's going to be a battle. Can the Pelicans keep up?
Well, yeah. Well, this team it's gonna be a lot of runs. And I think they're gonna deal with each other's runs, because again, I think both teams have, like as I said earlier, are similar in terms of their ascend and their experience and all that. The top players on both teams, so I think they're gonna ebb and flowing back and forth, and I think we're gonna have a good fourth quarter. That we all going to enjoy watching. I think so.
And Learn says, Coach, what streaming service are you using? I swear you almost be ahead of everybody.
Oh my stars, family! I'm over here in City of Angels, La La Land, and I'm using Spectrum. So I guess Spectrum over here is fast. So just let us know, Room, family, if my feed is a little fast, because I'll adjust my commentary for sure, so that I don't want, but a minute's kind of a long time, but I'll adjust my commentary to just say wait and see for those who's seeing it as well.
Seven Rick says, can a backcourt of Zoe and Melo work? If so, what team?
Well, we've been talking about them Clippers, haven't we?
Right.
Yeah. So to me, to me, the NBA as human beings are copycats. Room. Let's be honest. We see something successful, we want to copycat off of it, and we've been told to follow the leader and copycat off of success. Okay. So the NBA is no different. So in my view, Gentry, Zoe's last year with the Lakers, and now since he's been with the Pelicans, the narrative, the NBA, I think, community has bought that this is ZO2's game now. I mean, I'm hearing people talking about his adjustment to this and what he's shooting from the three and how comfortable he is or becoming in this. We all know who watches ZO2. This is not Zoe's game. What we're seeing with the Pelicans. Okay, so I think there's only one opportunity for him to perhaps be able to come back to that and play his game, and to me that has to be the Clippers.
Yeah, the Clippers are the ultimate fit for Lonzo. I just don't think that Rich Paul would ever put him on that team. And I like what Clutch Sports is doing. I like the fact that Clutch Sports is really changing the game of having power with these agencies. I just don't think that he would be willing to do that to help his buddy LeBron's rival out. But I would love to see it. Constantine is saying that Lonzo is like 205. I think he's bigger than that. XOS says, y'all think Jello would make it in the NBA? I think he will find his own pathway. I don't know yet. I got to see him play. He hasn't played in 3 years almost.
Great defense on that possession, Pelicans. That's what I'm talking about. And one of my favorite Pelicans was right at the forefront of it, and that was Jay Hart. I love Jay Hart's energy. I love his productivity when he comes in the game. He's always making winning plays. He almost never comes in the game off the bench and not do something that is beneficial to the team. So, and therein lies right there. Got him another possession. And the Pelicans showed their immaturity by coming down, jacking up a shot without moving the defense. Woohoo! Okay.
Coach, I got to say, when the Pelicans make boneheaded plays, Pelicans doing Pelican things.
Yeah, exactly. And I see JJ Redick is in the game. He put JJ Redick in the game. And I am seeing it's 340 and Zoe is still in the game. And guys, this is a major development, believe you me, in the application of Zoe with Stan Van Gundy. Okay, he this is only the second, maybe even third time that he has left Zoe in the game for almost the whole for the whole first quarter. See, those are starter minutes. Starter minutes is most of the first quarter, coming out 2 or 3 minutes left in the first 2 minutes, maybe that's starter minutes.
ZO2.
That's confidence minutes. And I'm looking over at the bench and I see Zion coming in the game. And I'm gonna see who he's going to replace. If Zoe going to get a break here.
Constantine says Zoe plays the whole first usually. Yeah, I'm worried about how much he'll play in the next quarters. That's what I want to see. Adam Hurst says Stan Van Gundy loves defense, and Zoe is the only player that plays it. Well, they're not playing defense this year so far. Wink, wink.
Defense? Defend who? Y'all better not come on my lawn. I'm protecting my grass. Yeah, right.
Oh man.
I wish they would put a get off my grass sign in that Pelican Smoothie King arena. It'd be nice if they said that. No, stay hanging on my grass. Now they let everybody play on their yard.
Coach, Ali Payne said something interesting. He said, "Why don't they let Zoe run a point? They were up at the start. Clearly, it works." Well, you know why? That's because of they gave Brandon Ingram the contract, and once you give players a large sum of money, in their mind, everything is run around it. Like the organizations run everything around the highest paid player. So you'll see Bi play point guard. You'll see Zion even playing point guard, and that's why they're losing. If you would have told me that the Hornets would have a better record than the Pelicans, I would have been like, "You're shitting me."
Facts, DJ. I mean, absolutely facts.
Antler says, "I hope Zoe's aggressive on offense on the fourth today." But that's really on Stan Van Gundy to not leave him off the court that long. He has to be in rhythm. Lonzo is a rhythm player. When he made that three on the first attempt, that got him going. So Stan Van Gundy has to realize that and find ways to get him open. I would love to see the Pelicans get them on some under baskets cuts. They never pass it to Zoe when they do that at all.
Me, DJ. I just would like to see them pick up the god doggone pace, play at a faster pace, play
Right.
defense, and run the floor. Can we just do that? I mean, god dog it now. This is just getting absurd.
For once.
God damn. I mean, come on now.
This is the worst fit for Lonzo. The worst fit. This pace is so slow. This is like the someone on social media coach is saying, man, they play the 1990s Knicks offense, meaning the Pelicans.
Well, that's what absolutely. That's what I was saying when they brought in when David Griffin came and took over and they gave him the god doggone keys, brought in that Steven Adams and signed him to that damn contract. That told you right there where they was going. You can't Steven Adams ain't a rim runner. Steven Adams is a half court player. And they gave him a bag.
Hey, Coach,
instead of getting somebody with a little bit more experience, a rim runner who could, so you can have the same type of continuity with Jackson Hayes, along with another center. They went and got two. They got two completely opposite rim runners. I mean, big men. So they got to play two completely different games depending on the personnel. They ain't mature enough to be able to do that. Man, get out of here with that nonsense. That's why they look like crap at times, family.
No depth, no direction. And I remember I was getting flack months ago when I said that David Griffin is only a GM because of what LeBron done for Cleveland. He hasn't accomplished anything. They was like, "Oh, you hating." I said, "Look, he doesn't know how to build. Look at the draft, the Zion draft. They could have got Cam Reddish. They could have got DeAndre Hunter, players that really fit Lonzo and the other players. They didn't do it. They traded down and got Jackson Hayes, who's barely used.
By two separate coaches. Okay? Keep that in mind. By two separate coaches. Gentry and Van Gundy.
The legend CJ says, you guys think the Hornets can get the 7th or 8th seed? Man, they're about to play a tough stretch. They need to shoot higher than that. Like if I'm in the East, I'm not trying to get that 1 seed. I mean, I'm not trying to get a 7 or 8 seed. I'm trying to shoot higher than that.
My feeling is I need to wait until after the All-Star game because, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. I'm looking very closely at the signs around the Charlotte Hornets. Okay? I'm talking about the things that I see when organizations, teams are on a special run. And when teams are on those kinds of special runs, a lot of their season looks fantastical. See, games like we saw with last night, the last second thing. Steph just happened to be leaving out of the game uh, uh, um, when everybody thought he was playing. See, when things start happening in your path and the universe starts helping you persevere, things start falling your way that you have nothing to do with. Balls start falling your way. I call that the magic of life. When the universe is with you, when the Most High is with you, and there's synchronicity happening. And usually this happens when special type of players and special circumstances happen. Melo to me is one of those special circumstances. So I'm watching. I mean, we have not seen uh, 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 the kind of excitement that we saw the other night and energy we saw the other night after Terry hit that shot since, in many people's minds, since Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar way back in 1979-80, family. Think about that. All the basketballers that has been played, the idea that came in many people's heads was Magic and Kareem. And we're talking Melo and Terry Rozier. So you understand? Maybe y'all can understand what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying, DJ?
Yeah.
See, and if that's happening, I will say yes, they're gonna be 7 or 8 or even higher. See, the NBA calls it they call it the NBA showcase. Absolutely, I look at it as a showcase too. These are some of the most well conditioned, some of the most unique human beings on the planet that play this game. See, and it's amazing that they're able at their sizes to be able to move and play the way that they do and to perform the way that they do. It's amazing. Somebody just in the chat said that somebody said that the Lakers were interested in Boogie. And what do we think about that? Um, I've heard a report about Boogie, big body gaming. I heard a couple of reports about that. I'm mixed on that. I don't want to see the Lakers go backwards. I like the reports of a Mo Bamba, somebody like that coming to the Lakers more than I do Boogie.
That's an interesting name, Coach. Mo Bamba. He's suffering from the Steve Clifford rookie syndrome, which means he don't like playing rookies unless it's an injury. He's wedged in between. He has Vucevic over him, so that's making him not play that many minutes. Mo Bamba can definitely help a team out. I wish the Hornets could get him.
Yeah. Sometimes you can just get squeezed because remember what LeVar reminded us of this family is that when they were asking about Melo, he kept saying that it's about fit. It's about fit. I care more about fit because that's what it's about. If the fit isn't right, it doesn't matter what sometimes what your talent is. You're not able to overcome that obstacle, and that's what we're talking about with Mo Bamba. He's not able to because Vucevic is bad. Okay, this dude can ball. He's top 3 center in the game probably, in my view. Okay, so Mo Bamba doesn't have his kind of talent. However, Clifford obviously doesn't believe in him, because what he's not doing is they're not staggering his minutes to me, where he's playing 4-5. He's playing to replace Vucevic at times, and he's also playing to replace Gordon at times too at the 4. See, he should be. If they had plans for him or wanted him to do something, expand his role, and saw him as a potential, they would be finding minutes for him behind those two, and they're not doing it. Because remember, they signed Isaac to an extension, and he tore his ACL and is out for the year. Okay, so that tells you that when they believe in you and they have a plan for you, they will do things to show that.
Coach is coaching the game up, man. This is why he's here, to break it all down, man. And Ant Learn says, I hear the Rockets are looking to trade PJ Tucker. Since the Nets want everybody, don't be surprised if he goes there. Remember, PJ Tucker and KD went to Texas. So they played on that Texas Longhorn team. I think it was 06, 07 that year. They're good friends. But there's a lot of quality players teams can get in the buyout market. Let me see.
Well, here we are. I don't think ZO2's back in the game yet. They just coming back from a commercial. Actually, somebody asked me about the feed that I'm on. I just realized myself, family, I'm not even watching League Pass. I just got the regular TV on, just watching the regular feed on ABC. So just the regular signal over here is quick, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm watching the game on Hulu, so
what that means is that again, the big cities eat.
Remember that the big cities eat. So when you see that the easy trades and the buyouts, and you look at a team like the Nets, you'd be like, how in the hell they get all these players? The big cities always win. Lakers, I'm sure they're gonna make some moves. They will not stay still.
I love Lonzo rings and stuff.
Constantine says Rockets never learn. Daniel DuPont says give the Hornets Mamba and Isaac. A lot of length, versatility, can run. Definitely fits LaMelo's style of play. Yusuf Sanad says Lonzo is leaving even if they decide to put the ball in his hands in coming games. I hope so. I can't have Lonzo playing on that crap. Free Lonzo, man. Dextoria says, why is JJ still in the game? Well, he's coach's favorite ever since Orlando. So that's going to happen. Ever since his Orlando days, he's always favored JJ, no matter if his defense is crap. And I'm going to be quite frank, JJ's better off just going to do the podcast, because he doesn't have it anymore, man, at all. Constantine says, I want Lonzo to go to a contender. Yeah, he needs to go to a contender bad. ASAP. But here's what pisses me off about the Pelicans. They start off really well and make some noise, and then all of a sudden they're out here losing a lead, and then they're losing by 10 points when they had a good start. They always do this shit. And Coach told you Kemba Walker was going to be the one. to do that, to kill the momentum. Constantine says it's like they don't want to win. Exactly. When I watch the Hornets, even when they play, they have ball hoggers on the team and they give me a headache. At least they try. They act like they want to win. They act like they want to win. They don't want to. Wait, hold up real quick. Okay. We got Coach back in the line.
Thank you, DJ. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good. Ant Learn says, why is Zoe still on the bench? Van Gundy. He's got to put his pet project, JJ Redick, in the game, even though he knows he's going to give up a lot of points.
Even though he knows that he's going to compromise the integrity of their team, particularly if he's not making shots. See, remember, in order for JJ to even get off, they have to run stuff for him. Okay, so just keep that in mind, family. He comes in the game, he can't get his own shot. So the team has to run things for him. And then they have to hide him on the other end and make sure they help him so that he don't give up way more than the team don't give up way more than they get out of it. See, so this is how this can cause these types of things for teams who are losing and not playing well can cause dissension in the locker room. Because the team can clearly see or feel like this is not about the merits. This is about something else. So second time a game in a row where Redick has come in the game and not been productive in the way that he needs to be and not adding to making winning plays to the team.
Lonzo, he can't afford to sit out that long. Every time he sits out, they lose a league or they're losing by double-digit points. It's a recurring thing going on. And this is not winning basketball. Rebrandon Brandy says Pelicans had the best potential in the league. Well, potential doesn't mean ish when you don't have direction.
Well, let me say this to the potential question thing. Potential is the most dangerous thing in sports,
right?
Because it's got many people fired. Because remember, potential is a hope realized. See. And when you're talking about grown man basketball, ain't nobody the grown men ain't hoping for nothing except they just that they can stay healthy. But if they can stay healthy, they ain't hoping for nothing but just an opportunity to get out there and kick somebody's ass.
Well, this is better than a church sermon at a Baptist church.
Amen. I love what Donovan Mitchell, absolutely, DJ. I love what Donovan Mitchell says. I think it's Donovan Mitchell. What he tweets is, I'm not mistaken, but it's one of the young players. Every game they tweet out, thanks for another opportunity. ZO2 just does what he does. I'm waiting to let y'all see it. Back in the game, he spoke to you that thing about resting, DJ, when he heard you. So he came in and let you know that's not a thing. And he knocked it down draws like some draws swinging on the line in the summer, and just took somebody's money to see. He to tell you, I'm starting to see the other ZO2 flashes, y'all. See, came in right away, 2 winning plays.
There goes Lonzo trying to save a team. Antler says this is what happens when league keep recycling old coaches.
Facts. And facts. At halftime, guys, of the game, family in the room, I'm going to break something down for you guys that was said in the media by Steve Kerr and about Melo, and also Terry Rozier, and also something that JB said. I want to show you guys through their words what behind the desktop means, and the game within the game. Another example that we can use to grow and have a better understanding of what's going on here in this system that we.
Boy, y'all came to the right place this morning. Nothing
That's
but
right.
basketball, man. Coach, I don't think they even believe we would have done a live stream at this time, but it's here now. Adam Hearn is saying Zion is getting exposed. Yes, he is. Barbecue chicken all day on defense.
Well. Defense. I mean, he's he ain't quite ready to play no NBA level defense yet. I mean, come on.
Some weight.
Yeah, he still has some issues. Remember, this is Zion's really his first year playing without injury, family. Being able to and without minutes restrictions and all that type of stuff. This is the first time he's been able to do that. So we can't brush him with that stroke. When we all know that most NBA players don't play defense. Okay, this isn't an indictment against him. That's why we can name the ones that do play, and they stand out like they do, because it's rare when you see somebody who's takes the pride on that end and makes a decision that they're going to be that kind of a player.
Coach, look at this. Big Body Gaming says Lonzo got a -3 plus minus. The game was tied, and when he left, he comes back and they're down 10. This is why you don't follow advanced analytics.
Well, I can understand what Ann is saying, and that, but to me, this is a reflection of Van Gundy's substitution patterns and how the coaching staff over there is seeing the flow of the game. Okay, that's what this is about. That's what this is more than anything else to me. Okay, in other words, they just don't know what the hell they doing.
Oh man, you see that too, Coach Zion at the point.
Say that again, DJ. What point?
You've been seeing that lately, Zion at the point sometimes.
Oh yeah, well, they got to find other ways to get him involved, because he. I mean, look, what were we seeing out of Zion? Okay, layups and dunks, going to the left, layups and dunks, going to the left. Okay, these NBA dudes is not going to let you just continue to just go to the left and dunk the ball. I mean, so you're going to have to add and be a little more of a threat. Okay, and Zion, wasn't always this big and this tall. So, most of his career, he was a little, like Rev said on DJ's Raw Uncut Truth on New Media, that Zion used to be a point guard. And Zion said it in a press conference after one of the games as well. And so he's had a history of being able to handle the ball and play out in space. And so it's a natural progression, I think in this particular case. But his defense, though, no. There can't be no to me discussion about his defense, because we ain't nearly there.
Shout out to True the King. He says salute to DJ and Coach. Appreciate that, my brother. He also says stand sets doesn't fit the team. It doesn't. Old school 1990 style offense.
My grandmother used to always tell me, son, you can never expect people to have an understanding about something beyond their level of experience. And she was absolutely right. You can't know what you don't know. and they don't know no better. And the problem is the system rewards them for not knowing and makes excuses for them not knowing. See, and supports their not knowing instead of exposing their not knowing. And so we keep getting the same old rehashed oatmeal telling us it's new. It's a fresh bowl. No, it ain't. This is the stuff from that we had 2 days ago. I know you tried to doctor it and make it better, but it's not. It's old. And the fact that Lonzo is guarding and has been most of the game guarding Jason Tatum is very illuminating. Very illuminating, family. Very. Shows you what the game plan was and shows you how that the beyond conjecture and opinion, the truth of what they think about Zoe. Because they put their best defender on their small forward.
Don KGB says Zion point guard in like grade 9. He is not NBA ready as a ball handler, not even close.
Yeah, there it is.
Even a blind man can see that, my brother.
There it is. See, there's that broke. Lonzo just blocked another defensive stop, blocked JT's shot too. Okay, I mean, I'm looking at this is not a surprise to me at all. Because again, it's about rhythm. Oh, God dog, and Hernan Gomez trying to be a god doggone point guard. Catch the ball, gather yourself, slow your big old behind down, and make the easiest play, son. Good googly goo, trying to be fancy. Don't be fancy. Be basic, like you are.
Hey, coach, we should make that into a shirt. Don't be fancy, be basic.
Yes. I like JT there. JT on this next play, you guys gonna see Lonzo blocked his shot. So he said, "Okay, Lonzo, you blocked my shot. Not block this." And he took him down and used his size against him, his weight, and shot a layup, as a true dog would do. That's a beautiful thing. Lonzo couldn't do anything about it but foul him, and I'm glad he didn't foul him and give him an and one. Knight and switched on to Kimba, getting ready to put his ass in jail. Look, Kimba out there dribbling. Gomez, really? But Kimba shot that thing so quick, boy. He was so happy to have a little bit of daylight. Woo!
Heat check.
See this move right here with Lonzo. When y'all see this, and this is just things that he needs to improve. He had and this is one of the differences between his development and Melo's development. If Melo was in this position that we just saw, okay, he would have little man Kimba. He would have took his time, not been in a hurry, so that Kimba could somehow do some trickery and get underneath him, and just walk him down there slowly, like he taking him to a park, like he walk on an old man or old lady, and then just drop him up on the park bench. Lonzo got all frustrated and ran him over.
Yeah, he needs more moves to go out the paint, man.
Well, he just needs to be patient, settle down. Okay, not to be in a rush. Kimba ain't gonna grow on that possession, so you ain't got to rush. Okay, you ain't got to rush. Kimba ain't gonna grow, and if somebody comes over, you got the skills to pass it to the open man. So why you rushing?
You got 20.
A good rotation right there by Zion, family. He did. It was a good help to help her, which led to a turnover. So we got to give Zion some credit. That was a good defensive rotation right there by Zion. He forced Kimba into a turnover. And maybe it's because he just turned the ball over last possession, so he wanted to get it back. So that shows you guys it's about effort.
Oh, boy. Don KGB, he said it best. He said Zoa's been doing this since rookie year. In the post, that same stuff he be doing in the post, and Coach alluded to it. He's right. what Lonzo tries to do, he tries to rush the progression.
Just like basket and one. This play you just saw, Lonzo got scored on. JT scored, took him to the basket that time I told you, and he just took him down again. Okay, he realizes that his advantage is in on the rim at the basket, so he's not going to shoot the mid range. He knows Zoe can defend him. So what did Zoe do? He said, "Okay, enough of that. Now you just scored on me twice, JT. Now take this." What did he do? Ran it right back down their throat. Goaltending. Now you at the free throw line shooting one. Oh, they didn't call a goaltend. They just called foul. That was a goaltend. That should have been an and one. That's encouraging, family. Those are encouraging signs, family. Knocked down both free throws, family, and he took his time and he shot both of them in about 8 to 10 seconds instead of 2 seconds.
Dang, coach, you sound like you should be the coach of the league, man. How you breaking this stuff down, brother?
Just been around it. Bang
Right.
off. Just been around it. You know what I mean? A long time. I've been blessed by some incredible mentors and other coaches who knew the game and taught me the game. You know, and I'm grateful for it. And then the Most High giving me just my natural gifts and talents, the way we all have natural gifts and talents, and I'm just using them. I like it. Zoe being uber aggressive right now. I got a charge. Okay, knock Kimbo on his behind. Look at him holding his back. Yeah, that's right. Okay, that's what you're supposed to do. If you're going to get your money's worth.
Thunder says Zoe 6 inches taller. He should relax. Yes, that's exactly what he should do. The offense will come. You got a mismatch. You got to wait for things to clear up, be at the right position, and then try to attack.
Right. Right.
True the King says Tatum wants all the smoke with Lonzo. I admit, Tatum, he's a dog, man.
Man, shoot. Man, please. Man, please. Don't get me started. And I'm a Laker fan, and I hate the Boston Celtics. Okay, the organization. So don't get me started.
True the King says Danny Ainge need to bring Lonzo to the Celtics.
Yeah, and replace him with Kemba. They made a mistake with Kemba. Okay, they made a mistake with Kemba. Kemba's too one-dimensional for such a young team.
I was telling a friend, Coach, I said, Kemba, I respect Kemba and what he could do for his size, but for the Celtics to take their game to the next level, they need a bigger point guard, and they need a respected 5. He doesn't have to be a superstar, but somebody that's very respectable that can hold his own.
Took Zoe out of the game. Okay. And JT saw he was out of jail. So what did he do? Now I can shoot jumpers again. Just knocked down a 3, I think. Nothing but draws in the wind. That right there, family, is a look into the mind in real time of an NBA player. And he just another one. Okay, and now you're getting ready to go to the free throw line and shoot 3 free throws. See, this is when you come in. When you want that smoke. When you're a young player and you want that, you got crown. Heavy the head that wears the crown. You ain't trying to abdicate the throne like Prince Philip did. Okay, you ain't trying to abdicate nothing. You're saying, give me all that smoke and then some. That's what JT's saying right now. He put his team on his back.
Coach, what about this for the Celtics? A big body gamer says Celtics need Zoe and Miles Turner. That would be good.
That would be fabulous. That's why I don't want it.
Exactly. You'd be like, yeah, for the Lakers.
Yeah, no, yeah. In case anybody was lost in translation, didn't hear me because they were buffering or something, I don't want the Celtics to win nothing. So let's not get it twisted. I'm a Laker fan. I can't stand them. But I love our boys. And so I love Jason Tatum. I love Jaylen Brown. Okay. The team ain't going to make me stop loving our boys. That's the difference.
True the King said you could play Lonzo and Kimba at the same time.
No, it's not necessary when to do that. When they have Marcus Smart, and when he comes back, you can have Lonzo and Marcus Smart in the background in the backcourt, and that's a lockdown 1 and 2.
Man, good luck. Good luck scoring in the perimeter.
That's right. So they already have what they need. What you're seeing right now is to me, their issue is not a 5, and Pelicans right now, their issue is not anything other than the fact that Zion is having one of those games. He's having one of those NBA games.
Jose Arroyo says, Coach, I don't care about the charges or misses. I love Zoe's being aggressive. I love that attitude. That's what we was talking about. Full aggression from Lonzo.
That's right. That's right. That's a fact.
I don't give a damn if he messes up. As long as he is aggressive the whole game, I can live with that.
So we're at halftime, family of the game, and DJ, I'm gonna just go ahead and share that thing I was talking about earlier, if that's okay.
Right
on. With the room about Melo, and what we've been talking about, the game within the game, my series that speaks about, which is a series about behind the desktop. Okay, we all know when we think and we come back to ourselves that when we use our phones and our computers, when we're looking at our televisions, we're not looking at the television. We're not looking at the phone. We're not looking at the computer. We're looking at the screen. The computer, the television, and the phone is what we can't see. And that's what's behind the desktop. So that's what we're here at DJ's Raw and Cut Truth New Media Nation United. We're here to grow our understanding, all of us, to grow our understanding about this thing called the game within the game and what's behind the desktop. So JB has tried to, ever since Melo has been putting up the numbers he's been putting up since he's been starting, and the media has now started to change the narrative. Thank you again, because of people like ourselves at New Media, and accept Melo for at least on the merits. I'm still not hearing people giving him the benefit of the doubt yet, but I at least hear them acknowledging the merits. Okay, and so JB is trying to rehabilitate, and the media is trying to help him rehabilitate his image and his behavior as it relates to Melo and what we've been seeing and how he's been treating. Okay. So now the narrative is, we know that he's been very short, very critical of Melo, so quote unquote tough love stuff, okay, which is an illusion, because Melo don't need tough love from him. He already got a mom and daddy, and he's already been raised by them. So he don't need your tough love, JB, or Mitch's tough love, or anybody else is in that organization. This is a job. This is him coming in to do his job. You're an organization, okay? This is supposed to be a profession, okay? And if you love them and you're because of who they are and all that, that's beautiful and fine. But that shouldn't be a prerequisite to you being professional and doing your god doggone job. So JB wasn't doing that job, and so now that he has to come to the church of Melo and say amen. Now they're trying to rehabilitate what he has done in the past. So now he's trying to say he understood when he went to California. He knew what Melo was. Him and Mitch Kupchak, he had an idea. But the truth is, the fact that he went to California with these doubts, with trying to be convinced tells you at the jump that Melo didn't get the benefit of the doubt. And why didn't he get the benefit of the doubt? And JB said, because we heard things. We didn't know things. Well, exactly. You heard things. You didn't know things. You didn't know nobody connected to Melo. You didn't know what was really going on, and y'all didn't want to know. So you accepted these narratives from people who didn't know and didn't like the Ball family. So then you went there with that attitude. He has to prove to us that he's not what we think he is. You see the game, the nonsense, the game within the game, family. So Terry Rozier blew it out the water. But before I expose that narrative and what JB said as being what it is, nonsense, not truth at all, subterfuge, trying to hide something. Steve Kerr, who DJ on DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, has said to you guys over and over again that Steve Kerr nixed Melo going to Golden State. He said that to you guys. And I'm gonna tell you why I say yes to that. I see that as well. And the evidence is yesterday at the press conference after the game. To hear Steve Kerr talk about Melo. And in such glowing terms, giving him every benefit of the doubt, what he did and what he will do. And said that he is probably a great player now, not in the future. So Steve Kerr is saying this, and what he's saying is not talk. This isn't coach talk. This is real NBA player talk, is what he gave you. Because Terry Rozier came right behind, and what did Terry Rozier say at his press conference after the game when they asked him about Melo's contributions? And the reporter asked Terry Rozier, Terry, when was the first time you saw Melo and a perform and said, you know what you have, or this, he is what he is. Terry said, we knew it before he came in. Just that when he came in, he took it to another level and blew us away. And we was all looking around each other on the first day of practice saying, wow, we didn't know it was this good. Stephen Curry said the exact thing. People didn't know that Melo was going to be this good, but they all knew that he was going to be good. Case in point, because Kevin Durant put a video out almost 8 months ago, saying that Melo Ball is going to be the deal when he gets to the NBA. So family, listen to what we're saying here. The people that are inside the room, we all knew. Many of us inside the room knew what Melo, we knew what we was looking at. But the problem is that the people on the outside of the room are setting the narrative. And that's why we need to look at this and to examine these things and deal with behind the desktop and deal with the game within the game. Thank you, DJ.
Coach, putting out the flames, man. A game within the game. And like Coach said, that tough love stuff that they keep saying around these young players, that's just to control them. Most of these athletes that go to the pros, especially raised by strong parents, they've been given tough love all their lives. So when I hear a buffoon say that LaMelo needs tough love, he's been receiving tough love for a long time. He received tough love when he went to Lithuania and was ostracized by Coach Seskas. Same thing in Spire when he had discipline from Jermaine Jackson, who's a great mentor to him. His parents, don't forget LeVar Ball, who has raised him all his life about tough love. That is just an illusion to control LaMelo Ball. But I would say this from the jump. I want LaMelo to be himself, fun, creative, and a dog. So for the rest of the season, I hope that I don't see games where LaMelo takes below 10 shots. or he's not involved enough. But James Borrego, he has his own plans and agendas.
What DJ? I want to say this, my brother. I'm with you 1,000% on this here, my brother. Okay, there's no reason to me, unless there's some extenuating circumstances. Because Melo tweaked his ankle yesterday. Believe me, he did. I talked about it a little bit on the thread. It looked like his gait was off a bit, and he still was aggressive in the fourth quarter despite it. So yes, Melo should be taken, if he's on the floor and starting, he should be taking, even if he's not come off the bench, at least 10 shots on this team.
$10 shots, nothing less. And always more. That's the keys of LaMelo, man. Mixing threes with attacking the basket. Creating something out of nothing, because you know they're not going to create that many plays for him. And I like watching LaMelo play because I love how the haters of his make excuses. They will say, oh, they're not game planning for him. I pointed out, I'll say Kelly Oubre and Wiggins was guarding him more than 50% of the time, which was true. Silence from the haters. Or I'll bring up that LaMelo's barely used to what he could be. No, that's not true. Oh, if it's not true, why is Gordon Hayward dribbling the ball like a point guard? Or the power forwards dribbling up the court? Or the postman taking up the transition rebounds that LaMelo couldn't use to push the pace? I see all of that crap. I'm sure that the teammates of LaMelo Ball, they love his presence. You could tell. But when it comes to a game within the game, people, it's normal. Human beings have their goals, their wants. Gordon Hayward, he wants to get all-star votes. He wants to get his points. He wants to live up to the contract. Terry Rozier, who played fantastic yesterday, he wants to show that he's important. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Shout out to Uncle Vern. He said, I hate haters. I hate it too. You can be a good teammate and be a hater on the court. You could be a hater and not even know it.
I know that we all have had the experience in our lives that we know that there are some people that will do things out of necessity, do things begrudgingly, because they have no choice. Doesn't mean they like it, and that's what we're talking about here. See, all these guys have been playing basketball most of their lives. And most of them have come up from little playing basketball, know having an understanding of how to play the game right. They know how to play the game, and sometimes they don't want to play it right. Or the way it should be played. They want to play it from an egocentric standpoint of view, and that's problematic to many of us when we see that. When you don't have the skill set to do that. And to me, the Charlotte Hornets do not have the skill set to be on the NBA stage talking about we gonna play positionless basketball.
When you don't have forwards that can handle the ball close to a KD, doesn't even have to be a KD, not even close to his. Don't even have the personnel. I don't want to hear anything about positionless basketball. It's a waste of time and definitely not needed, especially for that team. What they should do is keep everything simple. Now, I'm not a coach. What do I know? all I can tell you is what I see, and what I see is the Hornets play better when everybody has their defined role. And I'm not saying this because I root for Lamelo Ball. If the roles were reversed and Lamelo was a small forward or a power forward and he did not have the dribbling ability, I would be saying the same thing. What the Hornets can do to win more games is I'll have a big meeting with my team. I'll get Lamelo and Terry Rozier ahead of the meeting. I'll tell everybody these two players are going to be our main creators. Gordon Hayward, we know you can create, but we want you to play more off the ball to keep teams honest. You're a really good three-point shooter. You could create in space. We want you to be in that role. But I don't think James Borrego will ever do that because he's a Spurs disciple. And all Spurs coaches, they're just like Popovich. My way or the highway. But yeah, I just see positionless basketball with the Hornets to be a wasted time, a waste for the whole season. And it's not too late to change their identity.
So here we go with the second half. I'm paying attention, family, closely to the body language and the energy level of the Pelicans. See if they want to get back in this game. And also, ZO2 comes up with the beginning of the game with the steal and a to the basket. Okay, so Zoe's just showing me right here. Yes, this is what I'm on right now. So I'm looking at the first couple of minutes to see who's gonna try to impose their will on the other team by doing the little things and playing with some focus and playing with some discipline. For those of us that were looking for Zoe to be aggressive in the second half, like all of us are, um, uh, there's some signs here. You know, to him to come out, make two big plays early, a three and a steal. Important. See, family. What I'm doing is trying to share with you guys to raise your level of understanding. And when you're watching these games, to see to see the game within the game and see the game for what it is. You know, this is a 48-minute game. It's a long NBA game, so they're going to be ups and downs. Most teams make runs. You got to sustain the runs and then go on your run. You know, it's a lot that goes on. And so when we get to the fourth quarter, like we did in yesterday's game with Melo, and we see Terry Rozier hit a last-second shot, well, it's the times now in the game. These things I'm talking about now, which would determine what the 2 minutes looks like in the fourth quarter.
Coach Kemba Walker has 4 points in this game so far.
Okay, makes sense.
Shooting 2 for 8. Lonzo is putting him in a torture chamber right now.
And let's see what this is here. But it looks like you're right on point when you said that Kemba was aggressive, and looks like let me see what Bledsoe did here. Oh, out of control. Okay, out of control. Bledsoe, who is a good defender right there, looked like a middle schooler right there trying to find his way. Right there. Looked like somebody playing bitty basketball. Okay, because that was one of the most horrible plays. And see, look here. This is how veterans get going. As DJ pointed out, Kemba has not had a good game, the whole game offensively. We know he's not a great defender, so we now know he's not having a good defender. We know he's not having a good defensive game. So that means he's not doing a whole lot. Okay, and then Boston comes out trying to get him off, and Bledsoe helps by being lazy on a double screen for Kemba and fouls him and gets him three points. throw 3 shots. This is what happens when NBA players start seeing the ball go in. When they haven't seen the ball go in, they get confident real quick. Oh my God, that was so funny. Wait till you guys see this with Kemba bringing the ball up on zone. That was so funny. And also the sign of a good team as well, who understands, has good leadership. What you'll see is what Boston is doing. They're not settling right now. So far in this third quarter, they're not settling for jump shots. Their leaders, their young leaders, Tatum and Brown. Tatum has taken the lead so far this third quarter, and he's being aggressive, taking the ball to the basket. And that's what you do. You don't fall in love. You don't start shooting jump shots because you have a little cushion, because you know that cushion can go away in a heartbeat in an NBA game if you play stupid.
Wow, this is a beatdown.
Well, Boston gonna let him back in. I have a good feeling that Boston gonna let him back in. I'm just looking to see who's going to step up for the Pelicans. And mainly I'm looking at Zion to be honest, and I'm looking to see if Lonzo is going to take it upon himself to get Zion going, because clearly Zion can't get himself going right now.
Brandon Ingram, man, he's underperforming. Jason Tatum is pretty much accepting the challenge. He got 22.6 rebounds right now. He only shot 4 threes. Tatum is mixing his game up. I got respect for him.
Yeah, Tatum is one of those special ones as well. You know, I saw that early. You know, with Tatum, that he's one of them special ones, man. He ain't one of them regular ones either. He gonna be one of the faces of the league here coming up. You know, a couple more years with Tatum, and he's gonna be a regular all-star and a regular stud in this NBA, in my view.
Boy, this team. This Pelican team, man, they always had to fight a huge deficit in the second half for some reason.
Leadership. Don't have defined leadership. They're searching for it. And that's what this looks like to me, this second half. Searching for it.
Hey, Coach, you realize something? Herman Gomez is getting some playing time in this game.
Well, what you call him is hurt. Adams got hurt a couple days ago. Games ago. So right, yeah, he twisted his ankle real bad 2 games ago, I think. So that's why Gomez is starting and playing. 704 Bound Charlotte said, "What's good, DJ and Coach? Hey, how you doing there, my brother?
It's good, my brother.
Good to see you.
New media, family. Because we are family.
I got all my family with me." Yeah.
Zion playing point guard. This is some crazy Anthony Mason basketball. Nick style. Nick style.
I gotta tell you guys, I have been a little bit really surprised that Bledsoe hasn't been playing better. In terms of his effort and his energy. I remember when they brought him in, Van Gundy was high on Bledsoe, really high on Bledsoe, and particularly high on his, you know, his ability to guard and his toughness and all that stuff. I haven't been seeing that aspect of him. He hasn't been playing anywhere to me near his ability, and I wonder why.
Man,
I wonder why.
A question that needs to be answered.
I think I looked down. I think he just scored. Was that Bledsoe that just scored that last basket?
Yeah,
Anybody
that
know?
was Leto.
Okay, yeah. So he's listening. So he's listening to me. Okay, he's listening and he's aware of it as well. That he's not playing well, and his team needs him. And see, this is front running. When I talk about front running, if you as an NBA player, if you can't, if your team, if you can't front run, okay, at least front run, then something is wrong. Like right now, you down almost 20. You at home, okay. So right now, uh, ain't there is nothing to hold back your effort and your energy. Zion chipping paint at the free throw line, almost shot an air ball. Um, be a front runner now, okay? Is somebody on the Pelicans going to take it upon themselves to maybe Jason Hart, maybe if he put Hart in the game, okay? Because they need some energy, man. This is a shame. They ain't got nobody on this team
Coach.
that can lift them. Come on, yes,
Coach,
Coach.
I'll be calling Josh Hart, Jason Hart sometimes too, man. I don't know why, for some reason.
Yeah, well, because I'm thinking of Jason Hart from out here, you know,
Right,
and
California.
yeah.
Shout out to Claudia Portion Taylor. He said, "Hey guys, new media, just trademark my Ball Out podcast. It's coming soon. Yeah, let us know. We'll definitely check you out. Definitely have some of the subs to check your channel out. Remember, we support all brothers and sisters to grow out these platforms. And I just knowing how you comment on our show, I know it's going to be good."
Yes, indeedy, fam. It's big enough table for all of us.
Talk to him, Coach.
Big enough table for everybody to eat. This illusion that it's not enough is just that, an illusion, not true. There's enough for everybody to eat.
Coach, they really be like, "Oh man, we got the same subs, man. I can't have that." Oh man. SP says Zoe is mastering his negative thoughts.
25 or older, or younger, the Pelicans roster, almost at least 2/3 of the roster is young. See, that's what this is. This is just the growing pains of young players, man, and not having them grown ass men to experience to lead you. You know, it's so easy to get to run astray, to get off course, and they so off course. And look at this dude standing there holding his Van Gundy holding his arms like he's standing there looking at the kids on the playground. Well, now what are they doing out there? I mean, what's going on out there? Man, dude, kick rocks. You responsible for this. Your team. Part of your responsibility as a coach is to get your team ready psychologically to play the doggone game. Meant to play the game, and obviously your team. Look at them looking stupid. You didn't do that, and now you want to blame them.
Like Herm Edwards once said, "You play to win the game."
That's right. That's right. That's right. You play to win the game.
I told folks the Pelicans needed Mark Jackson, but what do I know?
Yeah, they didn't whiteball him, man. They not letting Mark Jackson back into the NBA.
Yeah.
And I think he has accepted it. When I listen to him on the color commentary, he seems like he has settled into his role. And when the conversation is steered toward him coaching and all that, I don't hear a whole lot from him anymore. He doesn't. He's quiet on that subject.
The good thing about Mark Jackson, Coach, is that he's not a yes man. He's not going to beg for a job.
No, and he shouldn't.
Never.
And he shouldn't. His record speaks for itself. His basketball intellect speaks for itself. His resume and what he did in his short stint speaks for itself. And I think it's just so illuminating that a guy like Mark Jackson, was Mark in the Hall of Fame?
Mark
Anybody?
Jackson.
Yeah,
No,
is there
Mark
Mark?
Jackson's not in the Hall of Fame, but he had a good career in the
But
NBA.
he's in the top 10 in assists. I know.
Yes.
Okay, and he played at least 10 years in the league. I know. So here's a guy that for some mysterious reason he can't get no burn. And there's no story that has come out to collaborate. I mean, to justify that. That's what's so illuminating. It's like there's been some collusion with the media, with the media and those that are participating in the NBA as well, and the teams, to just not talk about it.
Mark Jackson was a beast back in the day. A lot of NBA players wish they had a career like Mark Jackson.
Heck yeah.
Always reliable. Let's see. But yeah, Mark Jackson, I've gained more respect for Mark Jackson just for the sheer fact that he's not gonna let them buck break him into submission, where he could just say, "Please, I need my job. I need the coach." He's like, "Okay, y'all don't want to give me a job, so be it. I'm getting paid to be an ESPN commentator. I'm getting the bag." Yeah, Mark Jackson. His record as a head coach speaks for itself. As a head coach, he has a better record than most young coaches coaching right now, percentage wise.
Without a doubt.
Always took the rebuilding project.
I'm gonna tell you who I would have liked to have seen. Somebody just put in the chat. Let me see who put that name in there. Yep, absolutely. I know Earl. I like Earl, and I think Earl would be good for this team as well.
I think so too. He was a young coach when he took the Suns, and he took a horrible Suns team. They had a horrible management. They're not what they are now.
Had a horrible management.
The Suns management was trash when he was there.
Was
they still there?
Well, the owner's still there, ain't he?
Yeah, I'm talking about GM stuff because I know they got.
I'm talking about heavy to head to wears the crown.
Oh, you talking about the owners?
I'm talking about the one. I'm talking about the one consistent in the equation. Tarver, the owner. They've had a revolving door of GMs, a revolving door of coaches, but the consistent has been him. And I haven't seen them accomplish anything in this with this franchise in terms of winning anything. Have they?
Nah.
Okay, well, so to me, that's the problem right there. See, because they told Earl Watson not to play Devin Booker and not to develop him. And that's why he got fired.
Wow, politics.
That's right.
They try to do some slick stuff with Mark Jackson, so they knew he was super religious, and they would be like, the management would be like, "Hey, Mark Jackson, you want to go to this LGBT function?" Now, why in the hell would you invite someone who's like really Christian to something like that?
When you would do that so you could be on the record to have receipts when you fire his ass.
Right. Well,
this last play with Kemba Walker, when y'all see it, was so amazing. It was so beautiful. I wonder if they're gonna show it again. They probably won't show it again. It was so good. Y'all seeing it now? This play with the Kemba Walker, where he did all he just fancy dribbling, boy. He got it. He beat it, and then he threw an amazing pass to nobody standing on the long corner. This is what I was talking about earlier. Now y'all up on this team. Y'all taking y'all belt off on them. So clearly the Hornets are not playing great defense at all, or any defense really at all, beyond just tokenism right now, going through the motions. And you still throwing the ball to nobody? Come on, dude.
Coach, Claudia asked something that was very interesting. She says, Coach, you think Jordan would be Jordan if Len Bias would have not died?
Woo! That right there. Oh my stars. That subject right there. I take the fifth on that question. I won't answer it. I'm gonna tell you why I won't answer it, because I'm not gonna pretend I have a crystal ball. I don't know what would happen. But what I do know, and I can say fairly, I can be fairly certain on, is if Len Bias had come to the NBA, the narrative would have been different, because he was a beast, and his presence, without a doubt, would have made a difference. So anytime you add another variable to the system, and that variable is as strong as Len Bias was, then you know that they're gonna have an impact on the whole. And so that means somebody else obviously is not going to be able to do what they do in the same way. So it, it lends itself to yes, perhaps, but those who don't know about Len Bias, go and research and look at some of his videos. This kid was unbelievable.
Had a mid-range jump shot that was killer.
In college.
His game was very advanced. Well, I looked at the film, super athletic. If Coach, a lot of Celtic fans tell me and I talk to the old school fans, they would tell me if Len Bias did not die, they truly believe that Larry Bird would have played more years.
Yeah, I can't say no to any of that, because we all just sharing our views and our opinions, and but that again, when you add that type of talent to a situation where they were already talented, okay, clearly we know that Len would have had a positive impact on them. Clearly, he would have. Because you can't have that kind of talent, won't just, cannot not make a difference. It's going to affect the whole. So yeah, it may have saved Larry Bird some years, because maybe he wouldn't have had to do as much. See, and they would have had opportunities to win more too. Magic may not have won as many championships.
Yeah, and the Pistons, I'm not trying to do coulda, woulda, shoulda. You put Len Bias on that Celtics team. I'm gonna say this: that's just what the Celtics needed. That was just what the Celtics needed, because that little bully stuff that wouldn't work on Len Bias. Len Bias was a thinking person. Okay, you're trying to rough me up. Okay, I'm gonna bust you in the mid range.
Or I'm gonna take your ass to the basket and drop your ass off.
Right, he was strong, man.
Heck yeah, and super athletic too.
You try to foul Len Bias, you get an and one.
And you're getting posterized.
My father, I ain't tell people this. My father, the reason why I'm a North Carolina basketball fan, my father was a Phil Ford fan back in the day. And Coach, you probably know who he is.
Hey, don't get me started. I'm gonna tell you a Phil Ford thing that still got me mad right now. Go ahead, DJ.
But I asked him about, because I watched the documentary Life Without Bias on ESPN when my father was alive. He said, man, that was a cold mother. I said, really, how good was he? He said, son, in my opinion, I thought he was a little better than Jordan. Now, I can't say what kind of career he would have had. He's pretty much said the same thing you said, Coach Joe. He can't really assume, but he knows that if he was alive, it would have been a rival. I think Jordan would have won titles. It probably wouldn't be 6.
Well, it's conjecture, and we're trying to, we just supposing. But however, what is undeniable was Len's talent. See, that was undeniable. And you cannot add that kind of talent to that team that they currently had and him not have an impact on it. He just wouldn't have happened. Just would not have happened. I'm gonna tell you the feel forward thing. You got DJ, you remember Matt Doherty?
Yeah.
So people in the room, if you go look up who Matt Doherty was, he played on the NCAA championship team with Michael Jordan, James Worthy, Sam Perkins, and all of them, and Jimmy Blackman back in the days when North Carolina when Dean Smith won his first NCAA title. Michael Jordan won or hit that last second shot or almost last second shot. Okay. Matt Doherty got a chance to coach his alma mater at one point. He got an opportunity. And so one day he was in our gym looking at some of our players, and me and him was talking. And I told him to his face straight up. I said to him, Matt, look, brother. I said, look, Matt. And I didn't say brother. I said, look, Matt, I'm not one of these sugarcoating dudes, and I ain't trying to offend you, but I've said some things, and I'm going to say it to your face because that's how I am. Okay, because he was he ended up getting a later job at Notre Dame. I told him, you getting a North Carolina job was not right, and you in over your head, and it's not going to end well for you. I'm telling you now. Phil Ford should have gotten that job. He was an assistant to Dean Smith for so long, and he should have got that job. He made one mistake in his life, and they never let him live it down and held it over his head his entire career and his entire coaching career. See, and I look at so many coaches in professional sports that have made mistakes and gotten second opportunities. Okay, because people recognize they just made a mistake, and it wasn't like they're a bad person. He had the disease of alcoholism, and they held it against him as if that he could not, in any way, shape, or form, be a part of the university in leadership, and that was wrong. So Phil Ford, to me, was an amazing dude. Seeing a player, David Thompson back in the day too. So I don't accept that at all.
So much.
And you know what, DJ? And of course he did get fired at North Carolina, like I said, and then he ended up getting a job that was more his speed. Notre Dame. He went to Notre Dame, and that was more his speed.
Kiana says, Bias ain't leave school till 86. Jordan was shitting on the league by then. Bias was a grade lower than Jordan. And back in the day, there was no one and done.
Facts. And Jordan left after his junior year.
Yeah.
And so did Len. Len left after his junior year too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they're only a year apart.
Exactly.
This is why new media exists.
Yeah.
They're out here trying to make it seem like Len Bias wasn't good enough. Len Bias could have came out a long time ago, he could have came out in 85 if the times were different. But back in those days, you ain't coming out as a freshman or sophomore. Only a few have done it. Isaiah Thomas did it, but he won a championship, and he had a different situation. He had to go for a hardship. You know what I'm saying?
That's right, DJ. You're absolutely right. See, there's a history to this thing. There is a connection to the past with these we're seeing today. And the world that we live in wants to cut us off from that and not allow us to see continuity. See, so then we can have objectivity and clarity. They want us to just argue with each other on just the merits. I mean the nowness of the moment, which no moment is just in the nowness of the moment there by itself. So, and I think that's what we're saying here. See, I'm saying I can see Jason Tatum is going to be a great player. I saw that by learning about his story and seeing where he came from and how he came through. So it's not a surprise to me that Jason's doing what he's doing.
Let me address this, Dexterous, and shout out to you, Dexterous Crockett. You've been a loyal subscriber. You said Lenny was on drugs. He would have only been in competition for a little while. Here's the truth, and this is what I dug up. That notion that Len Bias was always on drugs, that's not true. He tried. That's why he died. He tried a drug he never tried. And when you do that, overdoses happen.
That's not that DJ.
What's up?
Let me tell you what I heard, what I saw and remember from that time.
Okay.
Okay. Len Bias was set up. Okay. He had never taken drugs before.
Talk to him.
He went to a party and a local drug dealer tried to set him up and put him on the hook to be a client. So gave him some free stuff. Okay, and it ended up killing him because it was too potent. Okay, that's what happened. He was not a drug addict. He was not on drugs and none of that stuff. So knock that off. See, back in the day and even today, okay, drugs are sold in our culture, and the way that they're sold is first they're given out so that the people can be hooked, so they can groom and create a customer base. So that's why the legal drug dealers in this country, the legal drugs are peddled through doctors' offices. Doctors give samples of new drugs and drugs to their patients all the time. That's the same model it works in the street. And that's what happened to Len. So anybody in there saying that he was a drug addict and all that, that's a flat out not true.
Keanu, correct. When you said that, they said that was the first time him doing coke. That is true. He was never a drug addict. He was a clean cut kid. He never had a problem with anything. This is what I've read. This is what I've studied. Len Bias was what they saw in Jordan. Actually, he was cleaner than Jordan. He had no gambling issues. He had nothing. When he was drafted, coach, correct me if I was wrong, they said the most complete prospect on the court and off the court.
Facts.
He had a deal from Adidas off the gate because they vetted him. They said, wait a minute, he has nothing bad going on. Gave him a big contract.
Facts.
Dexter said Lenny was street. I didn't read anything about that.
That he was what?
Street. Dexter said Lenny was street. He was a street dude. I never heard anything about that.
A street dude. What does he mean? A street dude. What does that mean?
He was street. Like he was involved in the streets or something like that.
No. I'm asking that brother. What do you mean he was a street dude? I want to know what he means by that.
Oh, okay.
He the one saying it. So I want whoever it is who's saying that, I want them to illuminate and give some text and context. What do you mean by that?
He said he hung out in the streets.
Okay, still, what does that mean? He hung out on the streets. Okay. I'm still confused about the taking cocaine for the first time at a party, okay, to celebrate your draft, and you end up ODing on what the product they gave you. What being a street dude, I'm trying to understand the connection.
There's a lot of people who are from the streets, but they don't indulge in street buffoonery. Walter Robinson said it best: everybody's street smart. Everybody been around the streets in some way. They're just not involved in it like that. Shout out to Jason Zimmerman for the $5 super chat. He said, "Coach spitting facts. He talking about pushers." That's what
Exactly.
they do,
And see the evidence that whoever said that don't know what the hell they talking about. Okay, and I rarely do this, but I'm gonna go here right now. Because the way the game is played, okay, they don't have any clue about. And if this was Len Bias, it wasn't his first time, he wouldn't have been given something that had the potential to kill him. See, I'm trying to think right now. It's really it's fuzzy with me right now. I'm trying to think of the person. I just heard a story about somebody famous that died. It might have been, and what they found in their system, in his system, was high levels of fentanyl. God dog it, who was it? And they were shocked at this. I won't go further because I can't remember right this second. But that's just nonsense. Go ahead.
Said, like his company was street dudes and a party.
I'm still not.
Here's what I heard, and Coach, you can correct me if I'm wrong.
DJ, hold on 1 second, please. I'm still trying to understand where the connection is and what he's saying. I don't get it. Because cocaine is consumed and has been consumed in this country by all kinds of people in all kinds of area codes. People in doctors' offices, people in police departments, people that carry briefcases and cases and go in courts, doctors and hospital rooms. I mean, it's all kinds of people that over the years have taken cocaine and to take cocaine and to take drugs. And street ain't got a damn thing to do with it. So I'm trying to understand how whoever this is trying to paint this narrative that because Len Bias, because this is what I hear, they're saying that Len Bias grew up in the hood. And because he grew up in the hood, he clearly was around cocaine and he clearly was doing cocaine. And that's the reason why he ended up dying on cocaine. When that is it's not what happened. And that is not what happens to most people who live in the inner city. They grew up around crack. The people that grew up around crack in the inner city during the 80s, most people in the neighborhood didn't do crack. Small percentage of people did crack. And an even smaller percentage of people sold crack. Stop believing the hype, family.
Don't believe the hype, like Public Enemy once said. Destra saying Lenny OD'd on a speedball.
Okay. All I know is I do not remember an in-depth forensics examination of him. They closed the case, if I remember correctly, almost open and shut, that he did this. He took the drugs himself, and so that's what I remember. Okay, and none of that, okay, to me makes sense because Len Bias was a extreme athlete and in shape athlete and conditioned athlete. That's what Len was. See, and so that's why my feeling has always been, without evidence, and I'm not going to argue this to say anybody should agree with me, that whoever gave him that gave him too pure of whatever he gave him, and it shocked his system and gave him, and in turn he ended up getting a heart attack.
True the King says the real question is, why was he set up in y'all opinion? Oh man, you're going deep there, brother.
Well, there's the macro and the micro. You want to do that shout out on the super chat, Claudia?
Yeah. Shout out to the $10 chat from Claudia. Said back then and even now, the pure cocaine is very rarely sold from the street dealer. Yeah, they mix it up, man.
There we go, Claudia. Claudia speaking game there. Okay, it wasn't all cut with the same things, and whatever they cut it with was too much for the supremely conditioned 6'8" giant for his heart to handle.
I watched the show, Coach, Drugs Inc., and they got the dealer's face covered, and they literally said to make their drugs potent, they'll put rat poison and other cleaning products mixed in with it so they could sell it for a premium and get more back. That's what they would do.
Somebody said, a big boy game and said, bro, if you don't know someone, you don't take it. It's that simple. Again, an assumption. He was at a party. Okay, I'm sure there were people at this party who he didn't know. And there were some he did know. Stop trying to make this, turn this into something that it's not. Which is, to me, trying to turn Len Bias all these years into a drug addict. When he wasn't.
Dexter says Lenny and Mourning knew the same crowds. Only difference is Rayford didn't allow anyone to entice Lonzo Mourning. Ray protected Mourning, unlike those with Lenny. I don't even think it's even that complicated. I just think that he tried something that he usually doesn't try, and it affected his body the worst way, and it was more than just cocaine. I will always believe in that.
See, what I'm pushing up back against, DJ, is this narrative that has been pushed in our society that people in the inner cities are drug addicts, and anything that happens to them, they deserve it. When the fact of the matter is, the people that are in the inner cities throughout this country have never been the originators of cocaine or any kind of drugs, because we don't manufacture it, we don't have labs and none of that kind of stuff, and it didn't come from our neighborhoods. It was brought in our neighborhoods.
And as we were talking about Len Bias, it's 88-93. The Celtics have a 5-point lead.
Yes, it is. And ZO2 just went to the basket, and they played team basketball in that moment, which I love. Jay Hart, again, what did he do? Cleaning up, not assuming that the basket's going to be made. Hustle back, hustle play, put the ball in the basket. There we go, right there.
Good job. They called a timeout. Walter Robinson says that don't matter. He could have known the guys and still get set up. True. All facts.
Right, exactly. Look. For those who don't understand, Okay, who do not understand. This is quite a few years ago. The world was different than it is right now. In some ways, not totally, in some ways. Okay, and um uh um how do I say this in a nice way? Because I want to say it in a nice way. The game and trying to understand the game was a lot worse back then, because there were even fewer people back then who were willing to stand up and say something is not right. I'll say that.
Right on. Shout out to the $10 super chat from the loyal subscriber, Claudia Portia Taylor. She says the NBA already had control of Jordan for years. They wanted to make him the face of the league. Len Bias and his dominance and popularity would have affected their investment. The NBA have won 3 superstars. Interesting take, sister.
Yeah, nice take, my sister. I can't go one way or the other with that. But I like that you thinking outside the box, because you could be hitting the nail right on the head. I don't know. Okay, because it's not an absurd. It's not an absurd idea. It's not illogical or irrational. Okay, we know that the NBA is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and we know that corporations have traditionally done things that affect their bottom line.
Right on. And we see. Ernest says no disrespect, but can y'all talk about the game, please? The Pelicans on the stage of a comeback. Well, if the Pelicans were consistent, maybe we could still talk about the game. We'll talk about it, but don't blame us for the Pelicans always getting blown out in the second half and then coming back. This ugly basketball, and of course, we had to talk about something to get our minds off the. But yeah,
DJ, can I say this to
yes.
to whoever that is? We understand what you're saying. However, we're doing just like the big media guys at this time. When if you listen to the game and blowouts, they talk about other stuff too. We're doing the same thing, because bad basketball make you do
that. Coach killing it. Shout out to Jake Sturridge Crockett for the $4.99 super chat. He said new media is the best. See, this is why I love this channel. We can have a disagreement, but it's all love, because new media is family. It's no different. And Coach is right. We're doing the same thing that professionals do. But I guess since we're not big time, we're not allowed to talk about other things when you see a blowout. Oh, Ernest, it's all good, man. Just ribbing. You know how we do.
Who is that, Ernest?
Yeah, he said respect.
Ernest. We respect back, my brother. No, come on, no, don't go there. We all good, my brother. Ain't no Charles Barkley's on this set.
Coach, he a butter biscuit away from 400 pounds.
That's exactly right. Ain't no Barkley's on this set. We not gonna be saying the most illogical thing and then looking at each other talking about what. What you mean what? That made no sense, you big meathead cooker, like the size of your head don't make no sense. That statement didn't make no sense coming out of that empty big head of yours. Didn't make no sense either.
Claudia Portia Taylor says, I love Coach and keep it 100. That's why we love Coach, man. He's the OG of new media.
Brett asked me, do I still coach? Brett, I don't coach anymore. Mostly I just mentor former players and kids and young people. That's what I do now. The politics and the politricks of it ran me away from it a long time ago, when I realized I couldn't be me, and they're not interested in what's really going on, which is the development of the players. They're interested in the development of what they want the players to be. And I've never been about that. So no, I'm not coaching anymore now. But I certainly still love the squeaks of the sneakers and the smell of the gym and all that stuff. I love it.
believe it or not, Coach, he's been mentoring me, man, about life, about how to handle doing so many things. And the best thing Coach told me, he said, man, because I was so busy with everything. He told me, "Hey, you doing good enough." That was all I needed to hear. He said, "You producing content at your pace, you're doing good enough." So sometimes you need people in your corner to tell you what's real.
To just remind you, to just
Right.
remind each other. See, family, what you got to understand is all of us are living life moment by moment. None of us get to live the past again. None of us get to live the future before it comes. We all are living life moment by moment. And we don't, and there's some elements that we don't know moment by moment what's going to happen. And we have to experience it as it comes. So sometimes we just need reminders. And that's all those are, just reminders, because nobody's got a perfect recall.
As soon as they cut the lead to 90 to 93, Jason Tatum hits a big three.
That was Brown, I think, that hit that three.
Jaylen Brown. I'm
Jaylen
tripping.
Brown.
Yeah.
But the reason he hit the three is because they didn't get a rebound. They didn't offensive rebound. See, when it's time, when it's winning time, and you making the comeback, you can't give up this type of nonsense because of focus and not paying attention.
It's the
And that's
little
all that
things,
was.
man. It's the little things that count, man.
But however, this game is right where the Pelicans needed to be, and an opportunity for them to overcome this. It's a 6-point game. They get a stop right here, and ZO2 almost gave them one right here. Get a stop right here, and get out and run. And then ZO2 got him a great defensive stop, and now they outrunning. And what did we get? And one BI went to the basket and the and one running the floor. Whoa, man, I hate being right. No, I don't. I hear Sherlock Holmes in my head right now, telling Watson, "It's elementary, dear Watson."
Coach cutting up, man.
Some Adam said it was a blessing that JJ got ejected. He got ejected. Oh, I didn't know that. Hooray for Hollywood! La 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 Hollywood. I love that. Woo! What a great thing. Because he clearly was doing that for the team. Because I know doggone well he wasn't arguing over no call. I know doggone well he wasn't doing that. Heck of a basket by the little man. I got to get a little man credit on that one. He earned that one there. Melo, the Italian guys in the game, y'all ain't gonna give Zion just no love at all, huh? They just gonna beat on him like he a tambourine in the church on Sundays after 3 hours. Good defense, good team defense on the Pelicans on that play. Good team defense, and they putting the camera on ZO2 because they know that he's right now his energy has and his effort defensively is what has led them on this comeback. Just because I was talking about something else, fam. Don't think I ain't watching. There you go, Zion. There you go, Zion. Don't let them dictate to you. You dictate to them with your 300 pound behind.
Boy, it's going down to the wire.
I gotta give Kim out there dancing. He out there dancing, but he no cigar on that one, Kim. But he was out there dancing, trying to put on that other BI. Well, you better have made that BI. You better have made that shot, BI. Tie game, fam. Tie game, fam. 4 minutes ago. And if y'all remember at the beginning of the game, I said my feeling was that I thought that it would be close in the fourth quarter. There would be teams going on runs. these young teams will always let you back in. And here we are. And so now we can be all in.
Claudia Portia Taylor says UCLA women coming back on Oregon State. Boy, a lot of good games today. Coach, you know what I saw on social media? So Dion won his first game in the FCS, right, as a head coach. They out here, he won his game 53-0. Took care of business. They're trying to down credit and say, oh, it's not a good team. I mean, they play who they got to play.
Wait, who is that again, DJ? I'm sorry. You were breaking up.
Deion Sanders is a head coach of Jackson State.
Jackson State, right?
Yeah, they won today's game 53-0. They did what they were supposed to do.
What?
Yeah.
Prime time won 53 to nothing on his first game?
Yeah, and people are talking about, Coach, this is how Deshaun is acting. Deshaun is saying, oh, it's a small school, but everybody be doing that. Alabama, when they play at FCS school, because nobody wants to play them, they blow them out.
Look, DJ. From where I'm coming from right now, I ain't receiving none of that shine talk. They can kiss the left side of my cheeks. I could care less. Leon is a first-year coach at an HBCU, a new program, first time taking over any program, and his team go out there and drop a 59-piece to 0. Man, I'm celebrating Dion. I don't care what they say. Way to go, prime time. Way to go, prime time. And those kids are blessed to have Deion Sanders. His insight, his experience, his ability to communicate, his wisdom. They blessed to have that to Deion. And I ain't letting no shine take no shine away. Kick rocks. Congratulations, Deion.
Yeah, shout out to Deion Sanders, Coach Prime. I don't care who you're playing against. You win 53-0 your first game. You shut someone out in today's football with all these rules and fast-paced offenses. I don't care what it is. But back to the game. It's a tie game. Man, they're going down to the wire just like Coach Joe called it.
And so now what I'm looking at now, I'm sorry, go ahead, DJ.
No, I wasn't going to say anything important.
No, what I'm now going to look at these last few minutes, guys, is we got a lot of potentials now, to step up, right? We got Jaylen Brown, who's been starting to heat up a little bit. Jason Tatum, Kemba Walker. Okay, the Ojale kid is in the game. He's known to do something occasionally. Zion stepped up, but look, he got 20 points now. He wasn't doing nothing for a while. His energy's at 50%. BI's at 52% at 27 points. So now we want to see who and which team is going to have the most soloists step up and want to perform on this Sunday night and close the door. Let's see who they are. Jay Hart is on Jason Tatum, and I don't like that at all. But he successfully defended beautifully. Okay, all right.
Oh, Nicola Belly.
But I give the credit to Zion for that pass across court there, not turning it over and seeing the opportunity. I like that. There we go, not rebounding again, but that's part of having with Belly in the floor. He can't deal with Williams underneath the basket. You can believe that.
Oh, my God.
Don't reach, Jason. See that? See right there, family. Just play straight up defense. Don't be trying to do anything but just be solid there. You don't have to do anything but just be solid there with Jason Tatum. See, Jay Hart messed himself up because he got out of the rhythm. If he would have just stayed in front of him, just contest. Don't be trying to do all that tricking. You ain't tricking nobody with all them feints. This ain't boxing.
Wow. This team, man. This team.
But see, that's that. But that's that hero ball that young players have. With the idea that they put, I got to do something. I got to make an impact right now. Instead of, I got to be solid and fundamental. One of the things that Steve Kerr said to me, which tells me when he was talking about Melo the other day on this commercial right now that we on, that told me that he was stepping outside of and acknowledging what DJ has been saying, that they made a mistake, is he said what mostly impressed Melo about him is he said Melo is fundamentally sound. Y'all don't even understand what a huge thing that is that Steve Kerr said. That Melo is fundamentally sound at 19 years old. Wow. I wish I could hear Brad Stevens right now. They got him mic'd in the huddle. Hear what he's saying, so I could expose y'all to what he really saying and what really ain't going on.
I want to say shout out to the mods for handling business. We got some lame trolls right now, probably living in their mother's basement. Salute to you guys.
See, that on that possession, I love it because the Pelicans, after giving up 2 offensive rebounds in a row on back-to-back possessions, okay, they gained rebound there. Nobody took their foot off the bucket and started trying to run out. They all stayed in there and team rebound, and they got the rebound. Woo! All right. Okay. Zion's body language is totally different now. Look, family. Zoe's body language. Look at Zoe. Look at B.I.'s body language. I'm liking. B.I. stopped doing that. Zion, beautiful Zion. Woo! Yes, Zion. Who said Zion don't play no defense? Yes, Zion. Nice run out. Come on, finish, J Hart. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. See, what y'all got to understand here, family, is that it ain't about defending all game, and they know that. It's about situationally defending. See, and Zion is stepping up huge right now in this moment for his team. Scored on that end, created a turnover on that end, and now J Hart is going to the free throw line to increase the lead to 4. God dog a frog. Oh, I have a problem with guards missing free throws. Y'all just don't understand how that.
Oh man, Josh Hart. God damn.
Guards missing free throws.
It's free throws. Like old coaches used to say, it's free. You should not be missing free throws.
Look, all that is muscle memory and breathing. That's all that is. Taking your time and muscle memory. You shot enough free throws, you can make them with your eyes closed. Get off. Leave me alone.
If he would have made that one free throw, coach, that's a 2-possession game.
Without a doubt. And now look at what we got. And look at what happened. One of the look at what happened.
Free throws.
There we go. There we go. I like that, JB. Look at JB. Woo, look at. Forget you, Melly. Go back to Italian with that. Italiano. Take these with you. And a bowl of pasta. Okay. If you thought you was eating over here, buddy, you wrong. Jalen gonna knock it down. Don't think he ain't. Bang, bang. Don't think he ain't now. This a young line. Okay, B.I. Let's see, B.I. 147, 104, 104. Ooh, wee. This is what you're looking for.
I just knew B.I. was going. Hero ball. That brother love that hero ball, man.
Okay, but you know what? In that case, for me, DJ, I ain't too upset with B.I. Over that because those are the shots that they encourage him to take. Right. Because he's been taking those shots all year. Those are not shots they discourage him from taking. So stop reaching. You see Jason put that dog on. Whoa! Jason put that shoulder on him, that hip on him, that them lats. Put that grown man lats on. He just lucky Jason missed it. I love it. What you gonna do, Zion? Okay, Zion. Now don't play with the ball.
Man.
Good googly Chinese goo. Wide open shot. You got to make shots. What is it? What Kawhi say? It's a make a miss league, baby. Okay, and it is. It's a make a miss
What it
league.
do? Well,
What
that
it
was the
do?
smartest thing the Celtics did was call a timeout. We got 44 seconds left in the game. We don't need to make any dumb shots, no dumb plays. Take all the clock away. And
Let
Learn
me
said,
tell you.
"What's the last time
Let me tell
Lonzo
you something.
shot?" Yeah, that ticks me off. What you said, Coach?
That was a see. Look, guys, playing good defense is not just about blocking a shot or not getting beat. Okay, playing good defense is also making the offensive player take a tough or make him work at taking that shot. Okay, what Jay Hart just did right there, he made Jason Tatum do a number of different things before he shot the ball. Okay, that's a sign of good defense. Okay, because these guys are supremely athletic and all the rest of that, and they can, the good ones can get what they want when they want it. But if you can make them do a little bit more to get it, one more dribble, one more step, all that stuff matters because it's a game of inches. It's not a game of big things. It's a game of little things. So we got 10 seconds on the shot clock. We got 44 seconds in the game. Both teams are in the bonus. New Orleans got 2 timeouts and Boston has 1. All that stuff is important, guys. All that. And coach is looking at all that right now. So I'm going to see right now what the play they drew up. Okay, watch the ball coming back to JT. Okay, now they did the curl of Jaylen Brown. I love that. Thank you. I love that. Thank you. Come on, Zio. Come on, Zoe. Yes, now you got to make free throws. Woo! I love the universe. I love the universe. Now I'm going to see if Zoe, if he going to go to the line and take at least 8 to 10 seconds to shoot these free throws. Or if he going to shoot him like he's Forrest Gump having a spaz attack. Scared. Don't be scared. Okay, here we go. Come on. Too quick, but I'll give it to him because his rhythm. He looked like he had a rhythm there. Okay, look at ZO2. Look at the people. Look at ZO2. The idea that he don't want to shoot free throws. Look at ZO2. Woo! Go ahead, ZO2. Come on, show him that this is the UCLA you. This is Chino Hills you. You made a lot of big free throws in that day. Make another one. Here we go.
Oh, man.
That's okay. That's all right. What we got? Okay, that's all right. They at home. 2 more possessions, 2 possessions left in this game. They up 1. They get a stop, and they've been getting stops. The last few times down, they've been getting stops. So believe you me, that's in everybody's heads. What they looking at, fam? Anybody's got the volume on? What you looking at? Okay, they're looking at something here. Obviously, they're looking at possession. There's a question about the possession.
Boy, this is the longest minute of Hey, Coach.
I don't know. I'm not sure if Melly was the last to touch. This reminds me of the situation that LeBron James found himself in last year with Patrick Beverly.
Right.
When he was on the side and he hit the ball up and traditionally that's a call off the defense, but on second review and slow motion and all that, they changed the call. So I'm gonna see what they're gonna do here. Okay, I couldn't read his lips right then, but I think he said call with stands and it's Boston's ball. BI was what was it? He chanting something or praying something, doing something. I saw him. So here we go, fam. 31 seconds. Kimber bringing the ball in the front court. ZO2 is on him. Melly is on Robert Williams. It's okay. We BI. We need you to step up, long thin man. We need you to step up and move your feet, long thin man. We need you to step up and move your feet along, big man. Alrighty, that's what we need, B.I. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Another stop. 3 stops in a row, baby. Woo, don't talk to me, baby. Don't talk to me. I'm loving it. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, Coach.
Yes.
I predicted Lonzo's stat line, man, if the game holds up, of course.
Did you? What was it? What is it?
16 points. Y'all go back and see what.
There you go, DJ. There
I
you
don't know
go.
how I keep predicting this stuff, man.
Well, it's your instincts, my brother. That's why. It's what you're feeling, what you feel, and you're saying yes to your instincts. A lot of people, most of us, we doubt our instincts and we won't stand on them because we don't have empirical data that it's true. But
Right.
you go on your instincts. See, that's that play I was talking about. They get ready to review it, and it looks like to me it went off Melly's hand. Shucks.
Shit.
God dog it. It looks that way to me.
God damn.
Stack 'em up. Somebody said the game is over on my end. Do you want me to tell you who won? Rodney Williams, you better not tell us who won.
Don't tell us who won.
Okay. And how you know already it's over? And I'm sitting up here with a good stream, and I'm just seeing them with headsets on their heads. And it's 15 seconds and 15.1 seconds ago. How you know it's already over? I think Rodney trolling us because this game is live.
So he got a Beyond live stream?
Yeah, I think he got a Beyond line. And I ain't streaming. I'm getting mad straight from the satellite. I ain't streaming nothing. I turn my box off. I'm getting mad straight from the antenna, straight from the satellite. It ain't filtering through nothing. That's why mine is so fast. Look at Steve getting free money jabbing. Sitting up playing the Groucho Marx game with us. See who you gonna believe, me or your lying eyes? Okay. Oh, come on, guys. We have seen in this so many times. We already know what the outcome is. Okay, just get on with it. God, dog, a fraud. Okay, what they say here? What did I just tell you? They overturned it. What did I tell y'all? I told you it was off Melly. I knew that was coming that way. God, dog, a fraud. But that's okay. Okay. Here's another opportunity. Okay. Our 5 against your 5. With 15 seconds on the clock, the game's come down to this. Can't ask for nothing better. We at home. We gonna D that ass up again. Whoa, that's what we gonna do. Step up, Melly. Step up, Melly. Step up, Melly. Jay. Stay down, Jay. Stay down, Jay. Stay down, Jay.
God damn.
God damn it, he didn't stay down. That's he tried to.
Coach, it's the little things, man. If they would have just be aware of the situation.
No, again, I said this earlier. Just be solid. Don't try to do anything other than that. And he did. Do you see that?
Right.
He tried to beat him. He tried to beat him to the spot because he thought he was going. He thought that he was getting ready to try to beat him off the dribble and go around him. And he pulled it back on him. And JT got his weight on the wrong foot. I mean, wrong on the wrong foot because he's not being solid. And then JT, the young lion, knocked that thing down. That's why you can see him looking bad right now. He know he did. Look at that's a slide. You don't step over. That's a slide. That ain't across your foot over. And that's why JT got him because he didn't stay fundamentally sound right there. So little things, family. So little things. Look at his face. Look at Jason's face right now. Look at his face. Man. Look at the Hart's face. No that he. I made it. Wow, that one little mistake. It cost us the game. Who they gonna go to here? I'm saying they're gonna go to 10.5 seconds, a lifetime in the game. Who gonna take the last shot?
I would love for Lonzo to hit a game winner, but
I think they're going to. I think Zion. They're going to try to get the ball to Zion under the, close to the basket. Sorry, what did I just say?
Coach, you called it again. Oh
What
my
did I
God.
just say?
This coach. Shoot. You called it again, coach.
Hey, DJ, they gonna believe me at some point.
Man, y'all better take coach seriously. Boy, I'm at the
And that
mess.
right there, the referees right there, that's grown man basketball right there. Okay, that's grown man basketball. That's man on man right there. That's them saying, look at Tompkins. Look at sitting on the floor. Wait, come on, you can't let him do that to me. And the referee saying, yes, we can. Because you're a grown man too, and you older than him. You let that young boy do that to you, that's what you get. Knock it down, Zion. He missed it. Oh, he knocked it down, got the bounce. There we go. 6.9 seconds. Okay, let's see here. Brad Stevens. Where are you, Brad Stevens? Who's going to get this? Who you going to design a play for, Brad Stevens? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, or Kemba Walker?
You got some options.
Who going to get this last shot? What y'all say while they on the commercial? Who going to say while they on the commercial? What they think? What they going to say? What y'all go? Well, come on, house. Come on, family. Before they come out the commercial, who you think they going to go to? Okay, I'm saying they're going to Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum gonna be a decoy. New Orleans gonna come out and they gonna try to get put Lonzo on JT and Hart gonna be on Brown. And I think they're gonna draw a play up for Jaylen Brown to take the last shot.
They switched Tristan Thompson for Robert Williams.
Which is a good switch.
Yeah, that is a good switch for Boston.
Yeah, because he can, on a miss, he's more athletic than Melo, the Italian pasta brother. That he can get him another possession or tip in. That's why
said no threes. No threes.
Okay, so no, he didn't. Van Gundy didn't do it. He didn't switch ZO2 onto Jason Tatum. Oh my stars! Oh my stars! He slid his foot. Step up and help! Step up and help! Step up and help! God! Oh, this dude is.
Oh boy, I gotta, coach. I gotta go to work, man. Is there a way to leave the stream on until I get to the office?
I don't know if you can. I mean, I'm just gonna stay here.
All right, I'm gonna do that. I'm like, man, they about to make me late, but yeah, I'm gonna leave the stream on. You know, I'm gonna contact you back when I get to the office, but
okay.
I think this is gonna go to overtime. 0.2 seconds. They ain't about to make a shot.
He didn't help. They didn't help. They just. And why didn't he put a bigger player on Jason, Lonzo on Jason? Instead of Hart. Tatum just showed us he's comfortable. He's comfortable with Hart. God dog. Okay, so what we gonna get here? I think we're gonna get a back screen and ZO2 gonna throw a lob to Zion. Great, good shot, Jason. Yeah, Rodney said. Rodney says he's barbecue chicken. Can y'all still hear Coach here? Claudia said, "Coach, you called it." Yeah. Sometimes I'm a broken. Sometimes a broken clock is right 2 times a day. Anyway, here we go. Zoe got the ball. We're supposed to do a back to the screen, right? And there it is for Zion. As I just said, he tried to do it. Oh, my mic. Oh, dang. It's because I'm afraid, guys, that can anybody hear me? Can you hear me at all? Brent, you gonna get overtime on this one, brother. Sorry about that. You're gonna get overtime on that. Can anybody hear me? Yes, okay, thank you. Thank you, Rodney. I appreciate it. Because I can't go out and come back in because DJ just left because he had to get to work. So he won't be able to, if I go out, he won't be able to bring me back in. So we're gonna just have to roll with where we are right now. And I'm hoping that we're able to sustain because now we're going into this overtime. And we're gonna see how they're gonna show up in this overtime. And see who gonna step up. So in that fourth quarter, what do we have? We had ZO2 stepping up. We had Brandon stepping up. We had Zion stepping up. We had the Jason and Jalen stepping up, and Kimba too made one big shot there in that fourth quarter or two. So we're gonna see if usually the home team has the advantage in an overtime game, because they're playing it at home and they're doing their thing. So, yeah, you're right. Zoe should have been guarding him. I don't know what the heck Van Gundy was doing, but I know what he was doing. Doing what he normally does, doing what they normally do. Afraid to make certain changes because they don't want it to turn out not so good. Afraid that it won't turn out not so good and they'd have to, deal with it. Because anybody knows that Zoe should have been on he should have been on Jason Tatum on that last shot. So here we go, overtime. ZO2 overtime. Yes, it's overtime now. Yes, indeed. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Appreciate all the family that stayed in the chat, that's in the chat with us. Staying here on DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, watching the game. We having a good time here today. Yes, fam, we having a good time. I'm having a great time. I'm having a great time because of you guys. Wow, Bi, as long as you are, you should not let that uncontested go over your head. Stretch Armstrong. See, Bi should have been able to at least make it a difficult look for dude, and he didn't. That's a goaltend. The ball hit the backboard. Yeah, Robert, the ball hit the backboard. Yes, it did. How you doing, Vernon? Mickey, we see you. What's happening? Well, you're just coming in the stream right now. We've been here all game. Welcome to the family gathering here to watch another production of the NBA here on DJ's Raw Uncut Truth. Nice Zion. Nice Zion. Nice Z. Nice Zoe. Nice Zoe. Great defense, Zoe. So Zion's the point guard right now. Okay. All right. Okay. And doing that LeBron James 1-4 1-4 go off the stand at the top and with the defense looking at you and beat everybody off the dribble. That's a charge. That's a charge. And the referees blew that call, but that was a charge. Yeah, Jay Hart is still on. Look at him reaching around. Look at Jay reaching around. Stop reaching around, boy. ZO2. Woo, Zoe got away with that one. Had his foot too far in the bucket. Got away with that one. Kimba didn't make him pay. See, come on, Brandon. God dog a frog. Stop this nonsense and move the doggone ball. Come on, Brandon. You can't go around Robert Williams. You can't pump fake Robert Williams and get him in the air and go around Robert Williams your length and get to the basket. Come on, Bi. Good shot, Zion. Can y'all still hear me, room? Yes, I think you can. Perfect. Ingram trying to do what he thinks they're supposed, what he thinks they think he's supposed to do as the highest paid guy right now on that team, when that's not true at all. There we go. Good close out, Bi. Yeah, I see Zoe hasn't touched the ball forever. You're absolutely right, because they playing this 1-4 almost with this spread, and trying to get Zion in open space and to make a play. Zoe, don't worry about it. It was a bad call. You know it was a bad call. You know it was a bad call. What happened? What happened? What's going on, guys? There's a stop and play for something. I don't know what's going on. I see you, Vernon. I'm gonna tell you guys, Zoe gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive and take this goddamn ball, okay? And stop letting Zion and Bi be the only soloist right now. Boston is sinking in on that. It's asking for Zoe. And it's not that. It's the fact that Melly was so open. Melly was so open. It's not that they don't want Zoe to shoot the ball. It's just the fact that Melly was open on that play, and that was a good look. Listen, fam. Anytime an NBA player gets an open shot, that's a good look. Okay. Because remember, with all the reps that they take and all of the practicing and all of the shots they take, those shots are reminiscent of those types of shots that they practice with not a hand up. So they should be ready to shoot those balls. I do notice it, Elijah, but the difference is, Elijah, this is the game plan. This is what you're hearing and seeing with Zion bringing the ball up. This is Van Gundy's game plan. He's trying to out slick and trying to outmaneuver Brad Stevens when really he's just playing into his hands, because they're doing the 1-4 thing to spread the floor and let Zion make a play. When Boston is expecting that, and many of the help defenses have their foot in the paint looking to help. Imagine somebody, what is it? Muhammad said, imagine the Pels had Nikola Vucic. Yeah, you ain't lying. They certainly would have. They certainly would be getting easier baskets sometimes. That's for sure. It wouldn't be such so hard for them to score because it is difficult for them to score. Now let's don't get that wrong impression. Yeah, thank you, 704 Bound Cheryl. Let's get those likes up if y'all enjoying this content. You guys, for those who were in the chat the other day and streamed the other day for the Melo game, I want to thank you guys so much. We had over 5,000 streams on that chat, so I want to thank you guys so much for contributing in that and for sharing it. And obviously, it's because of you guys that this happened. So thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, DJ and Rev here at DJ's Raw and Cut Truth New Media Nation United. Thank you guys so much. Here we go with the tip off with the overtime. Again, for those who are not watching the stream, 111, 110, 213 left. Jason Hart is still guarding. That's still the setup for guarding Jason Tatum. And nice, Zio. Nice. That was great defense by Zoe to help. And Melly, again, is a deficiency on that level, and he's killing us on the boards. He's killing us on the boards. Great defense team. Great team defense team. No foul. Wow. The Pelicans are getting stops. This is wonderful. See, I want Jay Hart in the game because he's one of the better defenders. I just want him guarding Kimber. What you gonna do, Bi? Okay, that ball was off Kimber, and he called it the wrong way. The referee called that the wrong way out. That ball was off Kimber. That ball wasn't off Jay Hart. I'm pretty sure. Absolutely right, SP. Big game, big body game. It said Pelicans shooting 19 for 30 from the line. If they lose this game, they have no one to blame but themselves. Facts. Facts. I'm looking at the chat, so I didn't see. Did it? Am I correct, guys? The ball went off Kimber. Or did the ball go off Hart? The NBA putting out a thrilling production today. I know they're happy about that. I know I am, and I hope you guys are too. Sitting here on the stream here talking about the latest production from the NBA at DJ's Raw and Cut Truth. The Pelicans against the Boston Celtics at 111, 110 with a minute and 33 left in the overtime. Inbounds, Zoe inbounds it to Zion. Zion dribbling at the top of the key. Now surveying, going around Robert Williams and got it beat. Robert Williams waited for Zion and just beat that ball like it was an African drum. Look at him. Get that junk out of here. So Zion, we should try something different. Can ZO2 get the ball? No, I guess he's still not gonna get the ball. Okay, so this is the Melly. So this is the Melly ZO2 and Zion quarter. Okay. As the Celtics get an easy one and go right down and get a layup, 112, 111. Come on, Zoe. Come on, Zoe. Come on, Zoe. Come on, Zoe. The ball came back to you. What they call? Oh, shucks, a timeout. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yeah. There was a breakdown clearly. This is a breakdown clearly. By a young team. You get a run out and a layup at the other end. That's certainly not a good look. But again, we got about 3 possessions left in this game, and let's see what is Van Gundy gonna do with 13 seconds on the shot clock, 102 in the game. They need a basket. They need two. They don't need a three. So what is he gonna draw up? Who's gonna get this play? Let's see. I say he's drawing up something for BI. Going to the basket. So Zoe's inbounding the ball. Okay. Okay, there's BI with the ball at the top. Okay, and there's BI going to the basket, like I just said. Wow, man, coach must have ESPN. Okay, they had a foul to give. So let's see if they're gonna run that same play again, that screen, and then have BI come up for the ball. Okay, here we go. Okay, same play. BI went to the basket. I like he was a little bit more aggressive and he wasn't probing so much. He was just aggressive. 2 dribbles, 1, 2, 3 dribbles, and to the basket. That is a successful recipe. 3 to 1 to 2 to 3 dribbles and to the basket. That's what I'm talking about, Bi. Good shot. Okay, let's see, Bi. There you go, Bi, knocking him down. There we go. That's what when you. What did they call? What are they calling family? What they call the basket off? They stepped in together. What are you doing? Both of them stepped in together, so that means both teams. That means it's supposed to be a shot. They're supposed to shoot it over, not a jump ball. Oh my stars, man! This was horrible. But the Pelicans got it. But that was not a good play. 112, 112, 40 seconds to go, 14 on the shot clock. Zion dribbling at the top of the circle. Zion goes in, dribbles off the BI takes an open 3 in rhythm and knocks it down. See, these are good shots. That was a good shot. Wide open. Remember, fam, what I tell you, you get a wide open shot, that's all you can ask for. Step up, Melly, good. Oh, Z. Oh, Lonzo. That was beautiful, Lonzo. Man, that was beautiful, Lonzo. What you said? Brett said, "Coach was the first stream you ever did was the one where you had the camera on." I don't. I'm not sure. I may have. I may not. I'm not. I can't remember. Elijah. Well, Big Body Gamer said Bi is the best scorer on the Pels easily. Well, yeah, yeah. He's him and Zion. I mean, Zion scores pretty easily too, but Brandon's got more tricks in his bag. That's for sure. And Brandon is a scorer. He's always been a scorer. So it looks like the soloists for the Pelicans looked like they didn't run out of gas if they kept their foot on it and kept the energy up. In Boston, became a little one dimensional there, and their shots let them down. They shot quite a few contested ones too, though I must say. Whereas the Pelicans got some easy ones. And to me, easy again is when you get open shots. SP said, Coach, do refs get placed on probation behind the scenes? They get evaluated, yes, and yes, they can be um, put on probation. Absolutely, absolutely. If they show that, because they grade them from what I understand, and after each game, and if they don't keep up a consistent level, sort of like Uber and Lyft and all that. If a driver doesn't keep up, good, then they won't get as many rides, type of thing. I think that's what it is. Okay, here we go. 18 seconds to go. Still enough time. We've got a 5-point game, right? What the hell was that? Look at Bi. Bi, you have got to be kidding me. Really? Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The Pelicans can't play any better pick and roll defense than that. That's the pick and roll defense. Be late and run through the screen. Bi, use your length that way. Come on, dude. You got to be freaking kidding me. Somebody, who is it said that they think Bi might be high at times? Look at Melly, not time out. Time out. God dog it. Well, what is it? Jalen Rodney said Pelicans find a way to lose. Well, yeah, because they got these guys on their team that can use it. Some of these guys on their attention span is as short as a 3-year-old. Sometimes, God dog a frog can't keep two ideas in their heads long at all. And that happens clearly because Melo, the Melly, whatever his name is, did not want to throw the ball. He did not want to reverse the ball to Lonzo. They didn't want Lonzo going to the free throw line. That's what that right there was, family. So we got 2-point game, 11.8 seconds to go. Pelicans have no more timeouts. Boston's got a timeout. And I wonder if Boston has a foul to give. I can't tell if they have a foul to give or not because that's important, family. Because that means they can be aggressive on the inbounds. And a foul is not that big of a deal because they won't go to the free throw line. So it looks like the Pelicans are in the bonus. Boston is not in the bonus, so they don't have a foul to give. So they can't foul. But look, wait a minute. What are they doing here? What are they doing? Okay, let me see. Set a back screen and go back court. Get the ball in, but you don't get it in. They on the sidelines because the sidelines are using. Oh, way they lucked out on that one. God, dog, a frog. The whole side of the other court to use. And they make this is one of the most dangerous passes to throw, boy. What is this? Boston has a timeout. Hart, your team needs you to make a free throw right now. Thank you. Thank you. You bounced it in, but your team needs a free throw. So now here we are back again where we were before. 8.3 seconds in the game. Boston has the ball down 3 with an opportunity to tie, okay, or take the lead on a stupid, dumb defensive possession by the Pelicans, fouling a man behind the three-point line. So what I would do here, if I was Stan Van Gundy and I'm playing with these guys, I am fouling whoever gets the ball first. Okay, I am not letting anybody shoot get up a 3. And I know that's dangerous when you're talking about the few of these clucks on the team, on this team here, BI included, and Melly too with his slow feet. They may end up doing it too late, okay, and end up getting a 4-point play. But I would still do that because I don't trust some of these dudes to do the right to play defense without foul. I don't trust that. So let's see. Here we go. It's Boston's ball. Boston's ballroom. 118, 115. The Pelicans are up with 8.3 seconds to go in overtime. And here we go. Okay, inbound to Jason Tatum. Jason Hart is on him. And what did Jason Hart do? What I suggested. He fouled him. Okay, before he could get a shot off. So Jason, they had a foul to give there. So they're not in the bonus yet. So I love that. So let's see if we can get a repeat of that. Perfect. Hard. Oh no, they are in the bonus. Okay, and JT missed the shot. All right. 5.2 seconds to go. 118, 115. Jason Tatum at the line, shooting a 1 and 1. Shooting 2. Misses the first one. He's an 89% free throw shooter, shooting 9 for 12 for the game today with 32 points, having a good day. Just tossed it at the backboard, and whose ball is it? It's the Pelicans' ball, and I think they will come away with the victory. Your coach, family, y'all, Coach Jones been connected to ESPN today, huh? Calling some of this stuff before it happens. Here on New Media. Okay, 3.3 seconds in the game. BI looks like I think he's getting ready to go to the free throw line. And make one free throw. That's all he needs and to close it out. See, now, situations like this, guys, this is where coaching can be valuable, okay? In situations like this, just to remind players of some of the fundamentals of the game. Okay, now that's all. You know, that's a function of the coaching staff right now. Just to remind guys of the do's and the don'ts. They should know them, but in this situation, and if Brandon makes his free throws, which he made both, the game is over, and they don't need any contingencies. All right, here we go. The Pelicans ended out again. Zion pulls out, and by the way, guys, it's the largest comeback in their franchise history. They've trailed by 24 points in the third quarter with 6:29. The Pelicans made team history tonight. Okay, made team history tonight, and that's a good thing. This is a big win for them. So congratulations to the New Orleans Pelicans. on a big time win today in prime time and pulling out a big one. And I would say this is a team win. They gutted this out. They made defensive stops down the stretch, and they were able to pull this game out. So thank you, fam. I want to thank everybody in the room right now. Shout out to all of the day ones and the family that have been here with us. You've made this an amazing and a wonderful experience. Watching the game differently. Doing these games this way have been a great joy to me, and so I appreciate you guys. And it wouldn't have been that without you guys here. So I thank you guys so very much. Elijah, looked like you won your bet 2 days in a row, my brother. So congratulations on that if you did. And to the rest of the room, thank again before you leave, if you could hit the if you're new to the channel, if you can hit the subscribe button, if you can hit the little bell, the notification to get all of the new content that comes out of new media at DJ's Raw and Cut Truth, Nation United, Business Who We Are, DJ Rev and Coach Joe, bringing it to you guys. I thank you. Let's go, baby. We will be back tonight to discuss this game in a more in-depth way. I hope you can come back to join us again at 10:20 Pacific time. And until then, we thank you guys so much. I appreciate you so much in the room. And have a great rest of your day if I don't see you back again. From DJ's Raw Uncut Truth, New Media, Nation United. Peace, family. Over and out.